coming on. And we are live. Hopefully you can hear us, but you won't be able to see us because we've not got the other cameras on. And the reason we've not got the other cameras on tonight is there's 6 people in this room. And I couldn't find a way of getting the cameras on 6 of us. So if everybody waves, there are 6 of us here. We've never had 6 people around this table before.
And with good reason.
Yes. It's quite a small room, and I'm just going to open the window a little bit more because it's probably going to get a bit warm in here. There you go. Right. Tonight, this is the 5th video in my series of birthday games, and the theme of this week is that I am playing the games that I've been talking about playing for a very long time and never get round to. And this is a game which I've been meaning to cover on the channel for over 4 years. I have played this game. I've played it 2 or 3 times, but I remember it being very good. And I've been searching for the perfect Formula 1 racing game for the last 25 years and never found it. And then I played this and I thought, oh, this could be the one. This is really good. But like a lot of games, just never have time to play them.
It still says Battle.
Oh, it still says Battle Law. Thank you very much. I knew there was something that I'd miss. Let me just change that.
Thanks, James.
I've been good all week. But, yeah, got very hungry after the game of Battle Law and wanted to head downstairs quickly. So we'll quickly change this to Championship Formula Racing is what it's called. Now, this is actually a kind of re-implemented version of a very old game from Avalon Hill called Speed Circuit.
Not that old, because I've got it.
But Ian has actually got a copy of Speed Circuit. And this is essentially the same game system as far as I know. And yeah, this is actually published by Ultra Pro. It's a bit weird. So Ultra Pro are the people who produced this game. These are the people that gave me a review copy of it. But it's actually Jolly Roger Games. But when you look at Doug Schultz's website, it's Lucid Phoenix. So I don't quite know. Doug Schultz is the designer of this, and his website is Lucid Phoenix. I don't know where Jolly Roger Games came into it. I've forgotten. And Ultra Pro are the people who made it. There is talk about there possibly being a new version of this game. But anyway, we're going to play. We're going to have some fun. It does take up to 8 people, this game. And I think when we played it at Manacon about 3 years ago, I think we did have 8 people. But one of the reasons we've got 6 people tonight is because, well, you all said you were free. And racing games tend to play better at higher play counts.
Putting 8 people in this room.
We are not fitting 8 people in this room. I mean, we could if we know.
8 skinny ones.
So, we're going to be doing a rules explanation at the start of tonight because 4 of you around this table have not played this game before.
I've not.
And I have, but it was a long time ago. So, let's explain how we play. First of all, we need to pick a circuit. We're playing Silverstone because it is the British Grand Prix next weekend. We need to decide how many laps we're going to play. I'm going to suggest 2 because there's 6 of us and it's going to take quite a while. So we'll play 2 laps.
It reckons about an hour. No.
Does it? Well, that'll be longer
So,
with us.
yeah. No, well,
We're looking at probably 3 hours maybe for 2 laps. We need to decide if we're going to play with the pit stop rules. I'm going to say no because I haven't read them. And they're 2 pages of rules. And it's our first game. It's your first game of it. So we're going to play. So 2 laps, Silverstone, no pit stop rules. Right. The next thing we need to do is you need to customize your car. Now, we can do this before explaining the rules, but then after I've explained the rules, you might then want to take that into account. You can customize your car with your driver deck. So you have each player has a driver deck, and it contains start speed cards, which are yellow, and there's 4 of them. It should be 4 of them, right? There are acceleration cards, which are the green ones. You've got 4 of them. You've got the top speed cards, which are the blue ones. You've got deceleration cards, which are the red ones. You've got the wear cards, which are the grey and white ones. And then you've got your driver skill cards. Now, you are going to pick one of each of these cards. In the bottom right of the card is how many points it costs you to buy that card, and you have 2 points to spend. So you could take some -1s, which would then give you other points to spend elsewhere, or you could take 4 zeros and a +1. However you customize your car is completely up to you. I'm going to guess, based on my knowledge of other racing games, that you will customize your car based on the particular circuit. None of us have the faintest idea what we're doing, so we will be just making choices based on what we want. But it's Silverstone. It has a couple of long straights. I don't know if that's going to influence your decision at all. But anyway, let's explain how the game works. We're going to play in a series of rounds, and in each round, we'll explain the pole position bid later on. But in each round, we're going to start. Where's the starting thing?
I think it's this bit.
It is, isn't it? Is it?
Yeah.
Is it the triangle?
No, it's these.
The triangle.
Oh, it's those. Sorry. Right.
Yeah.
So in a 6-player game, it'll be 1, 2, 3. We got some other cars.
Yeah.
Let's go. We'll just stick them on at random for now. We'll do the poll thing later on.
Mine's gone.
It can be the yellow one.
All right.
It shows up nicer than the
Yeah.
than the sort of.
Okay.
Well, it depends. Does that show up all right?
It's not brakes.
Yellow one's fine.
Yeah, it's going to blend in on these corners.
How do you
Yeah,
do the car already?
Yeah, then you're going to be invisible. Got a cloaking device.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen is in each turn, the cars are going to. Sorry, in each round, the cars in turn are going to get to act. So purple will go, then red, then yellow, then blue, etc., etc. If two people are in the same line, it's whoever's got the highest speed. And if people have got the same speed, it's whoever's closest to the inside, right? And on your turn, you will move one space for each 20 miles an hour of your current speed. So at the start of each round, each player will simultaneously and secretly select a speed by choosing one of these cards from their hand and putting it face down on top of the card that was there from the previous turn. So, for example, if in the previous turn that card was there, I would play that on that. And then, and here's what I can't remember. Ian, you might be able to remember, or if anybody in the chat knows, do we all reveal at the same time, or do you reveal on your turn?
All at the same
All
time.
at the same time. Right. Thank you, Robert. So once we've all played the card, then everybody reveals. Oh yeah, because you have to determine. No, you're right. Because then, because to determine who went first, it's ties. So everybody plays a card on top of their previous one, and then takes the previous one back into hand. And then, if I'm at front, 60 miles an hour, I move 3 spaces. The movement rules are fairly simple. You can move straight ahead, or you can move on a diagonal. You can't move sideways. Even if it's got these little arrows here, that is, I think, for the AI players.
Which arrows?
Those little arrows there. So we're not going to bother with those. We can ignore those. And basically, you move, and we're trying to complete 2 laps, and whoever does it first wins. That's the general movement rules.
Right, go.
Right. Corners. A corner is identified by the yellow shaded area. So it's fairly simple. This is a corner. That's not a corner. This is a corner. Each corner space has a number on it. That is the safe maximum speed that you can go. If you go higher than that speed, you're going to have to take wear on your car. Or if you go too fast, you take too much wear, or you might spin out, or anything else. But basically, you can see here, the tighter and the slower the corner, you can only go around it at those speeds. Now, some of the corners have these red and green lines. A red line means that if you follow that line from start to finish, you can go 20 faster than what's printed. And the green line is 40 faster than what's printed. There's some other rules as well. You can late brake. So even when your card has been revealed, you can actually say, actually, I'm going to go less than this because of reasons. That's in the rules for late braking. There are slipstreaming rules. So if you end up directly behind a car which has a speed greater than or equal to your speed, you can get some extra movement, things like that. We'll explain those in a bit more detail later on. But the 2 types of tokens you're going to have are wear and skill. So depending on which of these cards you choose, say if I buy that card there, I will have a number of wear equal to 6 times the number of laps. So I will have 12 wear. If we were playing with the pit stops, I would only have 6. But you can ignore that part of the card because we're not playing pit stops. So I will have 12 wear. This is mine. This is a resource to spend over the course of the game. If I end with 0, then I've used my wear efficiently. There's no penalty for ending with none of this. There is a penalty if you ever need to pay a wear and you don't have any. which I think is you spin out and you're out of the race. Thank you very much for coming. Grab a solo game off the shelf and head downstairs. So where is one of the resources that you're going to need over the course of the game? And how well? Yeah, so corner speed limits, 20 mile an hour more than what it says. You either spend one wear or you make a chance roll. You don't want to make a chance roll, trust me. 40 mile an hour more is either spend 2 wear or 1 wear and roll a chance. 60 mile an hour more is spend 2 wear and roll a chance. And 80 mile an hour more than what's printed, you're out of the race. Right, sorry, but but no.
Into the kitty litter.
Into the kitty litter, as it says. So yeah, the wear represents your tyres and things like that. The other thing is the driver skill. Now, the driver skill is interesting. This is based on this card. So if you bought this one, you would have a number of green tokens, which are -1, minus being good, equal to 3 times the number of laps. So I would have 6 green tokens. I would also have 1 red token. Now, any time you're making a dice roll, except to break ties for the pole position, where you can't use them, you can spend either 1 or 2 green tokens, or you can spend a red token. And you are allowed at any point to convert red into 3 green, but you are not allowed to convert 3 green into a red. So this isn't 3 -1s. It could be, but it's specifically a -3. You decide before how many you want to spend, and then you roll the dice. And you're trying to roll low. So that's why these are -1s. They will affect your thing. Just to give you an idea, let's just go back a bit. Things that you might need to make a roll for. So, on the first turn of the game, your card that you've chosen for your starting speed is your maximum speed that you can start at. Unless you want to push it, which in the game is called doing a test. So even if I'd spent my 2 points and I've chosen that my car has got a starting speed of 120, I could, if I wanted to, play that as my first card. You can go 20 mile an hour more. You can't go more than that, that's not allowed. But I could go 20 mile an hour more than what my start speed is. I would have to do a test to see what happens. And I might have a partial failure and actually start at 20 mile an hour less than my start speed, or I might have stalled the engine and I start with a speed of 0. So it depends how much risk you want to take. The other thing is, let's say I was going 100 miles an hour last turn. Your acceleration and your deceleration tell you the amount that you can increase or decrease safely. But you can push that by 20. If you do, you roll on the various tables. You've also got a top speed. And again, you can push that. You can go 20 mile an hour faster than what your car is configured at. You have to roll on a table. So any time you want to exceed acceleration, deceleration, start speed, or top speed, you can only ever go 20 more than what's printed. You have to make a roll. And the driver skill can do that. The other thing that the driver skill is useful for is the chance. Certain things will happen in the game where you have to roll on the chance table, but also forced passing. So if we get into a situation, because you can move through other cars, and when we get to that situation, the driver of the car who is defending can choose whether to block or not. You still have to roll on the table, and bad stuff might happen. Well, not too bad. If they don't block you, and you make a roll and you fail, then you just have to reduce your speed. You tried to get past them, you didn't get past them, so you have to slow down. If they choose to block you, there is a chance that there might be a bit of collision, at which point you lose wear. So, what else is there? Is that enough rough
right,
explanation to give you an idea to configure your cars?
Drive as fast as you can, don't crash on the corners, and this determines...
Yes, deceleration. If you want to exceed, you can pay wear rather than a skill for each 20. Thank you, Mr. Suitcase. Yes.
Knacker
Well,
the car's tyres.
I mentioned about late braking. So the late braking and the deceleration. Yeah, so deceleration. Where is it? Where is it? It was in there. Deceleration. Because deceleration and late braking, the two things don't combine completely well because they're kind of both the same thing. Where is the deceleration?
Was it not in the extra rules?
No, the deceleration is in the normal rules. Here we go. Decelerating. It's possible to slow down more than your deceleration by spending wear and or testing. Thank you very much, Mr. Suke. So decelerating by more than what's printed, you can use wear. Oh, one wear allows you to slow down an additional 20. Two wear. Oh, it's there. Ah, so you can decelerate by more than 20. By more than 20 over what your deceleration is. 20 is one wear or test. 40 is one wear and test or two wear, which is the same sort of thing as it was with the corner. Yeah. Okay. So acceleration is limited to 20 more. Start speed is limited to 20 more. Top speed is limited to 20 more, but deceleration, you're not limited to 20 more than your
Well, you
deceleration.
just might knacker the car doing it.
You might knacker the car doing it. Yeah. So there are two really bad things that can happen. There's spins and there's crashes. A spin is you end up at 0 and you're on your space, and then you've got to start again. A crash is you're out. There's lots of extra little details, but we'll go through that later on. You may also notice that you have one card for maintain speed. So that is the card that you play on top of the other one if you wanted to stay at the same speed. You're not forced to.
When does the deck reset? We have to play on top of the cards you've already
Which
played.
one?
This.
No, so you play a card
Yep.
and pick up the old one.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So after you've revealed the new one,
Yep.
you pick up the old one, unless it was maintain speed, in which case you just pick that one back. So yeah, these cards.
I didn't think it was all that you had to keep changing speed. Or the
Yeah, no. I can't go at 100 because I went at 100 yesterday.
Could accelerate or decelerate.
So we can't do the same thing twice unless it's maintained speed.
You can keep the same speed for the entire game.
yeah,
if you want
Because
to.
you've always, you've always got
It's
the
the only thing
maintain
you can,
speed
you
card.
can do twice in a row.
Yeah.
Slow and steady, 60 around the whole lap.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Right.
Why wouldn't I just like play maximum card from every category? Well,
You better try.
Okay, so
You got
remember you've got to
maximum
customise your car.
okay, right.
You've only got 2 points to spend.
Right, that's limited.
So everybody now customise their car.
So you can go for sort of an average across the build, or you can sort of peak and trough to.
Yeah.
Just before you do, the bidding for pole position is you are going to bid with wear tokens and skill tokens. Skill tokens count as half, and whoever bids the most is on pole, second most, second, etc., etc. Ties are decided randomly. So rather than saying they count as half, it's probably easier to say that these count as 2. Right then. So let's customise my deck based on all of my knowledge of Silverstone. I mean, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the zeros.
We all reveal at the same time.
Yeah, and see what that's like.
The same plan as me.
And then decide which ones I want to improve.
Don't you, buddy?
I think I'm going to improve that.
Cheers.
One point spent. Have my car.
Okay. Ready?
I'm ready.
This is the medal for whoever wins.
Awesome.
You got yours?
Nearly.
Okay.
We'll get a little bit more skill. Might need a bit of skill. Right. Yeah.
Okay, so what's everybody's start speeds?
20.
20.
60.
100.
I've gone with 100. Acceleration? I've gone with 60.
80.
80.
Top speed?
60.
180.
With 160.
180.
60.
160.
Deceleration?
Oh,
40.
40.
oh, 60.
And then
80.
driver skill?
4 times.
And where?
3 times.
2 times.
Where -1. So very weak. Very fast acceleration, deceleration, but just a bit
Right, so
fragile.
I'll give out the where. So you need 10,
Uh,
10, 10. In fact, I'll give you some ones
Oh,
because
did everyone go?
you're gonna need this for bidding.
I always seem to go for the very low way. We'll see if that works or if it's going to get me exploded.
Rob, how much where?
Well, oh, sorry.
So just to
Six
check.
time,
So
1,
12,
2,
top of
3,
you.
4,
Ah,
3,
right, so I know.
2.
don't matter,
18?
don't know.
6 times number of laps, is that what it's saying?
Yeah, you got a plus. Yeah, you're right.
Have
Yeah,
you done two?
You're
Minus
total
one, minus
plus
one.
2. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, you have.
12 for me, please.
I gave you the 12.
Right.
Yeah.
Rob's
Oh.
taking it.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's your 18. Just to make sure all of that's on camera. That's Robert's 12. And I've got 18 as well.
Well,
I don't-
12.
Six
he's
times the
done
number of
12
laps.
too.
Yeah.
Some reason, yeah, I can't add up.
Oh, yeah.
I've got 18. Yeah, so make sure that's on camera somewhere where people can see
You
it.
got 18.
Six.
You should-
Oh, I
Six
can't
times
count
2.
either. How many laps are we doing? 2.
Yes. So I've got.
So nobody's gone for a better wear card.
I've gone. I've gone.
35.
Stu and I have
10
gone,
way,
I've gone
yeah?
for the weak. Oh no! Everyone on this side seems to have gone for the weak wear.
Yeah.
Everyone on that side has gone for the medium wear.
Okay.
Where are the
I've
5
gone for
wares
very
then?
low
Yeah,
start.
just pop your wear here, Stuart, so we can see it.
Can you see mine there?
Happy, pop it on the board. Yeah, if you pop your wear on the board, that's probably good. Right, driver skill. Do you want to get out some driver skill tokens? How many laps are we doing?
2.
Look,
Ah, I've got mine. That's mine done.
So we take it in ones.
you do take
You take it in ones,
Yes.
except if you also get a single 3, you get a single 3.
8 and
It's
2.
shown.
2 3s.
I've gone for a
Right,
skill
so-
card.
Well, what do you want?
Okay.
And you got 8 1s and 2 3s, please.
And again, if you pop that somewhere on the board as well.
I'm going to rely on skill rather than wear of the card to win this one.
2, 3. Yeah.
And 2 3s. Thank you very much.
But I say put it on the board. We're now going to use it to bid. So,
Ah,
bidding. Everybody makes a secret bid.
Mhm.
Skill tokens are worth 1. Wear tokens are worth 2.
Okay.
It's effectively the same thing. James is saying the winning medal should be a Jaffa cake. We do have Jaffa cakes. Jaffa cakes are available. We can put these at various points around the circuit.
Wear tokens are worth 2.
Wear tokens are worth
We
2.
need to have our wear tokens. We need to have more change before we do the bidding
Okay,
because we might want to bid 3.
it's true. There's 5.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's 5. That's 5. Right, okay. Secret bidding time.
So people have lost tyres already.
So I want to look at the speeds of other people's cars.
What start speeds?
Start speeds and then there's start speeds and top speeds.
Yeah.
So we're bidding for tie breaking.
People playing today. I haven't introduced everybody. So I'm here. Hello, I'm playing purple. Next to me is Robert. Robert
Hello.
is playing. Who are you playing?
Red.
Orangey red. Then there's Rob, who's playing yellow. And we have Ian playing blue.
Dark
Yeah.
blue. Yep.
Dark blue.
I guess so.
Stuart's playing green.
I'm on green.
And another Rob is playing the sort of light teal,
Yeah.
cyany.
Particularly cyan. Cyano Rob. And the yellow Rob over there.
All right.
I always heard you was yellow Rob and now we got through.
Who are you calling yellow?
You, yellow Rob. You, I want to fight. Those are fight.
This is how their real Formula One drivers are.
Oh,
doing,
yeah, everyone
isn't it?
knows it,
Just
Oh,
put some of their skill in their hand.
As soon as it's gone, yeah, cowboy hats and chewing tobacco.
I have no idea. Okay.
Okay. So I've got 5. I've bid 5.
3.
4.
Okay.
Two.
So 5 is the highest bid. What's the next highest bid?
2
2 fours.
Three fours.
There's 2.
Oh, 3
Oh,
fours.
three.
You need to roll
So
off.
we roll dice. Right, okay.
I'll find out the extra ones.
So what colour you pull?
I'm the
Purple.
ready.
I'm in the right position. Yeah.
I'm the ready one.
Red one rolled 5.
So that's spent now, isn't it?
7.
7 average.
9. Blue, then red, then
Blue then yellow.
Sorry.
Because Robert, yeah,
Yep.
Robert,
Yellow, then
I'll
red.
second.
Red Robert rolled.
Then Stuart, who bid 3, and
Robert
bid
rolled
0.
Robbie bid 0.
Okay.
Probably can put that in the middle of the board, can't we?
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Stay there. Right, so all of that is spent. We have our positions. Now we can put the stuff on the board so people can see.
Are these the right positions? I
believe
mean,
so.
right.
Yeah. We want
Not that one there.
Let's make that.
Yeah, they go staggered.
Oh, I couldn't see that. Yeah.
Sorry, it'll become clearer with time.
Oof. Ah, Pablo's in the chat, plays Heat and CFR. Because Heat, of course, for those people who don't know, is a very, very popular racing game for the last couple of years. And I think I agree with you, Pablo. Heat is great, but yeah, we'll see. If he introduces the new weather rules for this one, that might. Anyway, right, off we go then.
On your first turn,
Yes.
your first speed wouldn't normally be faster than your start speed or your acceleration.
Plus your
So
acceleration.
in my
No.
case, they're both
Your start
the same.
speed is your start speed.
That is the speed you
That is
start
your
on.
first turn speed,
Really?
irrespective
Okay.
of your acceleration. Yeah.
Right.
But you can go faster if you want
Mixing
to.
it up with the top speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just an example for mine. So
If you play 20, you're safe. You could play 40, and we'd do some tests,
yeah, which is either driver skill or
or not spend any driver skill. You just do a test,
You either go 0 or 40.
and if you roll an 8 or less, you're fine. If you roll a 9 or 10, you start at 0. If you roll an 11 or more, you've stalled and you're at 0.
Okay.
So, yeah, if you were to try to start at 40, you'd have to do a test. Now, you could spend your driver skill
Yep.
to influence the die rolls.
and then the second card we play, it's increasing.
So
or decreasing.
you could safely start at 20, and your second turn you could be 100.
Yep.
And that'd be fine. So, Rob, are you going random? Are you going to shuffle your deck and pick one? And
Oh yeah, that's why.
You can see how bad these went out. Suddenly we're all
Instructions, yeah, you
bang and a few pistons land over on the other side of the track.
Yeah.
We will simply pick a card.
everybody secretly pick a card,
So I just-
play it face down.
It might as well be random, to be fair.
Alright, three,
Put
two,
yours there.
one.
Yep, everybody reveal. 100.
20.
160.
So you can't exceed your start speed by more than 20.
Ah. Okay, sorry.
He
thought
started
it was-
already though.
So it was the
You either start at
You're mixing the two decks up.
Yes. Yeah.
anything up to 120.
Your number deck. The
Yeah.
one
Okay. I
spin it
just
now.
You were going to do it.
I
Right.
thought it included acceleration. and it was
Yeah.
absolutely wrong.
So you need to do a test. Because you're pushing
Yes.
it. Yeah?
Yes.
So you are trying to exceed your start speed.
Yeah.
So how much driver skill do you want to spend? At the moment, an 8 or less, and you are safe.
On 2 dice.
I
Everyone
think
two
Carl,
dice.
Yeah.
wouldn't that happen
Can you
on
use
Rob's
where first?
turn?
Would you like driver deck?
Yeah, just pass all the driver deck, so we're just getting out of the way.
I'll spend 2 driver skill.
That's a good point. That's a good point Robert's making. Does it happen now, or does it happen on your turn? So it says you can exceed your acceleration,
I'll
speed.
spend 2 skill.
Well, hang on. Does it happen now? Yeah. If anybody knows, I was hoping that some players of the game. I mean, Pablo might know. Pablo's played the game. Does it happen now? Because the rule book that came with this game is not that clear in a lot of areas. Do we have a race steward? We don't have. Right, planning phase. One of these cards will be face up on the table. During the playing phase, place a different one. First turn, your acceleration does not limit your speed. Your start speed can be tested in the same way. Movement phase, yeah, it's not clear. I don't know when you do that. There we go. I knew we'd hit rules problems, but that's what these unsponsored live streams are for. Yeah, I'm not even seeing that it says you reveal your cards at the same time. But it does make sense that you do that.
Test before you move, go in order of the car ahead. So we do.
Yeah, test before you move. Okay, so you don't do it just yet.
Right.
So we're gonna take our turns.
Yeah.
And on your turn, that's when you will
Okay.
do the test.
Decide if I.
If that's right.
Yeah.
I was hoping Doug might be able to join in, but I guess he's busy. Everybody does reveal their cards at the same time. Yes, we got that bit right. So it's my go, and I move 5 spaces. So mine's actually quite easy. I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nice.
Now that green dot there doesn't really mean anything. The reason it's there is because if there was a car here, you wouldn't necessarily see where the green arrow started. So it's just a visual indicator that that is the start space. So where was it? 1, 2,
So
3.
can you potentially move diagonally onto that?
Yes.
So for the corner, you don't have to start and finish on those dots, and it's just you have to go through it. So
You do.
you have to start.
You don't- You don't have to go through the dot in order to use the racing line.
Okay.
No.
No,
Yeah.
just
You have to start on that space
Yeah.
and end on that space.
Or move through it at least, is it? Or
No, you've got to start on it and follow that line all the way
no,
through.
yes, but if your movement lets you carry on beyond.
Oh,
it
yeah.
In the same turn,
yeah.
yes. As long as your movement incorporates both the beginning and end of the end of the,
Yes.
the arrow.
Yeah.
So
Who's next?
blue, which poodle on.
It's me.
So now we do the...
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm spending 2 skill.
Okay. You spend 2 skill.
So that means I basically fail on more than 10. Don't I?
If you roll... well, you're rolling the dice and you're minusing 2.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, fine.
let's see.
Good.
There you go. So you now move 6 spaces.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Red.
3 spaces. 1, 2, 3.
Middle of the road.
Make my bets.
Right, so I've got a roll.
You do. Are you going to spend any driver skill?
No.
Okay. Make a roll. 8 or less and you're okay. It's a 10.
Bang.
Ah.
It's a partial failure. You misshifted your gears. You start at 20 less than your starting speed.
0.
So,
I don't move.
yeah. So you swap that for the 0.
I don't think there is a 0. I think you just.
I don't think there is a
I think
0,
you
is
just
there?
pick it
I
out
think
if
pick the
you're
card
trying
up.
to-
Yeah.
And mine just goes boom.
Yeah.
Just
But your first gear is rubbish, but your second gear. Right. Okay. Everybody picks another card. So at this point, your start speed card now is almost irrelevant.
Yep.
If you ever actually spin or stall, I think that's when it comes back in again.
That's why I was sort of went relatively low.
Yeah.
And I thought it's one use only. Hopefully, one use only.
So. One done?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm accelerating from 100 to 260, which is within my acceleration limit.
Okay. I'm staying at the same speed.
Accelerate by 80 up to 100 safely.
From 0 to 80.
So I'm going 160. I'm going 1, 2, 3. Now, I'm on the green line, so that is 40 higher than what it's printed. So I'm going to have to spend 1 wear. I think that's right, isn't it? Going around corners.
Sounds right.
I think it's right.
Yeah, so
Yeah, corners, 20 over, 1 wear or chance. I'm not going to roll chance. Now, the other thing is, because I've spent 1 wear in that corner, if I entered any other spaces of that corner, we remember that I've spent 1 wear. You don't have to spend it on every space.
Okay.
Okay? As it is, there's only 1 space. Where was I? I was there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8.
8. Yeah, sure.
So it's me next, is
It's
it?
you next. So you were maintaining. Yep. So you just pick up the maintain card.
Right.
Yep. And you're sticking at 120. So you move 6 spaces.
1, 2.
Yep. That's fine.
And then to follow the racing line.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
4.
4,
5.
5, and 6.
6.
So you could have gone round there at 140, but you
Yeah.
went round at 120.
Yeah.
You probably wanted to have gone 140.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Who's next? Blue. Yeah. Now we'll need to read the rules about starting in a corner to see how that affects what you can do.
If you're in the last space of the corner, then it doesn't apply.
Okay.
If you're starting from one of the last spaces,
Then it doesn't, which thematically makes sense because you're coming out of the corner, so you can put your foot down. So Ian can go 200 next turn, and he's fine.
on 120, move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Not sideways, is it?
Oh,
Diagonally.
4, 5. Might as well take the racing line.
Yeah.
6.
And you can go to 140 next turn and still be safe.
Lovely.
He's angled his car as well. Right, so between you two, it's whoever's got the fastest speed.
Ah, okay.
100. So
Yeah,
that'd be me.
you.
Yeah, that'll be you.
So I just go forward 5 spaces and I'll stay on the outside lane, please.
Okay, and you pick up your 20.
And I'll just get 4.
That's it. Right, next round. So what's happening here then? And it's a red line, so okay.
I don't understand the boxes here. So I'm in that square, and then the racing line it would take me into this box,
Yeah.
and the IC is
Yeah.
yeah.
So a
So it's
racing
2
line
diagonal movements.
always goes through a space,
Yeah.
and you've got to follow it. Yeah. Everybody chosen?
Rating to 180.
Going down to 140.
160.
I think leave the old card there, because the tests are done for whether you changed it on your turn.
Right.
So I'm going first, and I'm dropping down by 20, which is perfectly safe. So I'm going 7 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've exceeded that because it's 100 plus 20 for the red line. And I'm going 140. So screech.
Oh. Okay. Maybe
Rob next. So you are accelerating by 40, which is fine. So you can get rid of that card now.
Yeah.
And you need 8 spaces.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, it's fine. Right. Blue is next. So you wouldn't be able to slipstream because Rob's going slower than you.
So to slipstream, you want to end your move directly.
And you'll
behind
move directly behind a car which was going the same speed or quicker, and that the car directly in front of you did not start the turn on a corner, and the car directly in front, and you were not going at 0 at the end of last turn, so you can't start at 0, accelerate, and then get a slipstream, and nobody else has slipstreamed the car directly in front of you. And then, based on the speed of the car in front of you, if it's 120 to 160, you get 1 extra space. If it's 180 or more, you get 1 or 2 extra spaces.
So if that happened, then Ian would move from here to here.
Yes.
Right.
And I think it's optional. You don't have to do it.
It's me now, isn't it?
You. You're
So
going up by 20.
I'm not exceeding my acceleration
No, or your top speed.
thingy. So that's 7 spaces.
Yep.
1, 2,
Safe speed through
3,
that corner.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
Lovely.
Okay.
Heel.
So I've accelerated to 180, so that's 9
It's
spaces.
a question.
Yep.
What is your speed at the start of your move, your other card?
No.
Because otherwise there's not going to be a lot of slipstream.
Because
Because if your car's going faster than me, I'm not going to catch it, am I?
but it might not be.
But it has to be in order to
Catch up.
Same speed. So if we match speed, if I match his speed on the next turn, then I will slipstream.
Yes.
If I'm faster than him, I'm not going to slipstream.
Because you will have already gone past him.
but he's behind him. I'm not quite following the slipstream idea.
So slipstreaming, you've got to stay behind somebody
Yeah.
for a certain length of time, and then you get the slipstreaming.
But you're normally going faster than them, which is why the slipstreaming has an effect. Seems
To
noteworthy.
catch them. Yeah, I mean that's how it
Seems
is.
noteworthy.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking about start speed. If I've accelerated more.
Slipstreaming. Where is it?
Not that I want to slipstream into a 140 mile an hour
So
corner.
if the car directly in front of you did not start the turn in the corner space, if the car directly in front of you started this turn,
So would that be the starting speed and then
That's what I
I
accelerate to
don't
that?
think so.
That counts as the speed at the end of the turn?
Then I would have caught him.
We did have the rules online. I mean, Pablo might be able to help, or Mr. Suitcase might be able to help. What exactly does that mean? Slipstreaming. There's no changes to it. So it's the car directly in front of you started this turn with a speed greater than or equal to your speed at the start of this turn. Because your speed, in other words, you can't late brake.
But if my start speed is 120 and I accelerate to 180,
I think 180 is what your speed is at the start of your turn. It's not the speed you were going last turn. It's the speed you were going at the start of this turn.
but then at the start of this turn, I'm doing 120 to accelerate to 60.
Suppose you want to try and match their speed, get behind them, follow behind them.
I mean, it
follow
makes no difference here
and then
because I
slipstream
don't
past.
want to slipstream into a 140.
But I see what you mean. In most racing games, you accelerate, you get behind them, and then you slipstream in.
Yeah,
But
the,
in
the
this,
wording seems a little bit odd.
don't you can. Pablo's saying strip steaming is if you are blocked by cars in front of you, and you can advance in front of them, and you can attempt to slipstream past them. Right. Is it for blue behind yellow? It is for blue behind yellow, but because blue's going 180 and yellow's going 160, the rules say that
140.
No, you don't.
that the car directly in front of you started this turn with a speed greater than or equal to your speed at the start of this turn. It's just the wording of you started this turn.
It's
Don't-
what the start speed is at the start of the turn. Is your
Yeah.
start speed before you accelerate.
So it's only
I don't
works if
think it
you are
is.
blocked in all spaces in front of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, because
Well, that's
So
that.
is it the
the
card?
car next to me doesn't need to be blocked.
Is it the card that both players played at the beginning of this turn?
That's what we're trying to do. establish whether that
But what he's
start
saying
speed of
is-
this turn or that's your start speed.
Because
I don't think
his
it.
speed
I don't think
low.
it's your speed last turn.
No.
Yeah, that is the speed you're going at the start, and you accelerate up
Yeah,
to that.
that's the
Yeah.
way that's what makes sense to me in terms of how
Is
slipstreaming
the
works.
card revealed this
Because-
turn?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. If you're here, you'd never catch up to get the slipstream if you always have to go
No.
slower, would you? So you'd never catch up to a slipstream. Unless
Yeah,
you
it's-
both
it's-
went the same speed there, and then you'd catch up, and then you'd
Yeah.
slipstream out.
Yeah. I think slipstream is not as
Not like
Um,
heat.
Well, maybe it's hard for this car to slipstream that one, but maybe this car could slipstream that one if the red one lets the cyan car overtake, and then slipstream the cyan.
They would always go after that card.
yeah. So it is the card this turn. So we'll play and we'll see if it happens. I just think it might be rare.
They were saying that yeah, it's it only affect if there's no nowhere you can move to on your turn.
Anyway, right.
Yeah.
Off you
So
go.
I'm doing
180.
So just understand. So the green track. That's
Well, apparently it's determined if you are eligible before you move the cars.
Yeah.
So we should be your old speed.
No, it's after you've revealed the new card,
You have
but
to be
I don't know
directly
how you determine
You have
it.
to be directly behind someone before you move. Is that
I thought it was after you've moved.
So,
I don't know how you can
That
work it
actually
out.
makes more
If
sense.
before you move, then you do the slipstreaming.
Mm.
So would it be a case
Oh,
that
right.
then
Oh,
if
okay.
you're slower than the car in front,
So
then
we're
you get a
saying
boost before
it's determined at the start of your move. Is that what we're saying?
that before everyone
I think
moves.
that makes more sense.
Right. For some reason, I read this as, like most of the racing games,
Yeah.
after you've moved. But I think what you're saying is, it's not. It's before you move.
So the next round, the blue car could qualify for slipstreaming sort of thing. Is that how it works? And before we've actually moved any spaces.
Right. But this brings into the question because the rules aren't clear. It says everybody reveals at the same time,
Yeah.
but exactly at what point are you switching speeds?
that's the key.
Well, I think
Because if we're saying that you only do the test on your turn, because the car ahead. No,
you
It-
did. I think
Oh,
what
yeah.
you do is
It-
you
it-
do
it doesn't
only
make
works
sense.
if there was another car in front of blue to the left of yellow. Then both spaces block the blue car, and blue has to squeeze in between them. So a slipstream check is just if there's no for you to move, then you do a test.
no.
The example in the books. Yeah, let me.
That's what Mr.
Do,
Suitcase is
do,
saying.
do we have examples? Of the we don't.
I thought
We have some fundamental rules questions about this game, and unfortunately, the rule book is really unclear. So
Do you wanna
do
where do you wanna
do
go?
yours. Question number 1: do you determine
40 for
slipstreams
green,
after you've moved
20 for red.
or before you've moved? If that is in the rule book, then great.
20 for red and 40.
Because I thought I read that,
Yeah, the
but I
green
think I
one,
might be
think
making
plus
it.
40,
So that's the first
and
question.
Red one's plus 20 on it. So that's a 140. Now be a 140 as well.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I'm moving forward 180, so I'm moving forward 9 spaces.
You want me to step back so you can look at it, or
Yes,
do you want
1, 2, 3, 4. So 5, 6.
Right. Before you've moved, but after you've
Six,
revealed the
to
cards.
the one,
Okay.
to the one point there.
where do you want to get here?
There. Right.
Yeah.
There.
So
So
once you reveal the cards, it's your new speed that determines the qualifies or not, whether it qualifies or not.
I guess so. Yeah.
So for you, everyone's going to be
yeah, I
140.
think there might be a
So you might as
misunderstanding
well
of what slipstream is. It's not a speed boost. It's bypassing people.
Oh, okay.
It's not going faster through slipstreaming. It's getting past someone who's blocking
Yeah.
your way.
I'm guessing you want to go for the green one because that would be
But that's
the
not
least
what
amount.
it is in most other racing
Oh.
games.
Yeah, slips.
Corner spaces, you've got the least amount of
not.
Okay, I'm just working out because I'm doing 180.
Yeah, 'cause
So if I
heat
take
is-
the green route,
is
Most other racing
different,
games, you
isn't it?
get a,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all going to be 140.
and in real life, it is a speed boost.
However, that's obviously 3 140s, that's 2 140s, that's 1 140s. You get where for each.
So
seven.
if it is determined at the start of
At the start of the turn,
then
well,
if
yeah.
he's going faster than me or the same speed, then I will get +1 to my speed.
So it says if yellow reveals 160 next turn,
Yeah.
if yellow reveals 160 and blue reveals 160 or less,
Then I'll get
then you will get the slipstream. So you determine it after the cards have been revealed, but before anybody has actually made their
that
move.
that sort of makes sense because you'll be dragged along.
Okay, but because we're not changing the cards to the next one until that player's turn, it means you've got to now remember. Okay, I've got a +1. I've got to remember that until when it's
It'll
my
be,
turn.
yeah.
I thought you said
Personally, I think it would be cleaner if we all reveal our cards. We then all resolve all of the things that happen because we've revealed our new card, and then we play. But that's not clear in the rulebook, I don't think. And I seem to
That
remember.
doesn't account for late breaking though.
Well, late breaking is what you do during your turn. After your turn has started, while you're moving, you can say, "Oh, actually, I'm not going to move the full amount. I'm going to late break." It slows you down. You do that while you're moving.
so. If I'm following the green line.
I'm going to dig out these emails that I mailed
I'm
Doug
gonna-
about 4 years ago because
Well, have you got another
I
four?
think he told me this.
4 moves, was that right?
Because I'm sure I'm having flashbacks of the rules
Yeah.
questions that I had last time I
Well, I
played.
thought it was one space more along.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty sure I was there. I was one space off finishing the arrow. But I've done 180 through a 140
So 2
So
or you can do
you
the.
can pay 2 wear for that,
to or
or pay 1 wear.
test.
I can't remember if it's a test or a.
Yeah, you look at
Oh.
that example.
Here's an email from me to Doug in 2001
Okay, yeah, they were mistaking force passing and slipstream. That's why I was getting confused.
where I said to Doug,
2020.
I'm confused about the slipstreaming rules. Would be good to get a clarification. When do you check for slipstreaming? Is it after cards are revealed but before anybody is moved? And do you need to declare right then that you're using it, or can you decide during your move? And Doug said, technically at the start, you can start slower than your start speed. Oh no, that's something. Notes after watching. Did you hear that? Oh no, this is something else. With large groups. No, did he tell me the answer? I don't know whether he did. I said, when do you check for slipstreaming? And he's answered some other questions. He said, you can change lanes in a corner if the front spaces line up properly. There is a couple in Silverstone. He says you can start slower than your start speed, which is a rare thing to do. Well, I didn't get the answer on the slipstreaming rules. So
You look at the example there.
there's an example. So,
It's,
well, this is the example of one car slipstreaming 2.
so if there's 2 cars in front of me at that point, I can choose which one.
Right.
So if the one car is going slower than me, I can say, well, I'll slipstream the other one.
Okay.
If there's a car next to me, we could both slipstream the yellow one. I think I'm the player going first gets this slipstream.
No, it's only one person can slipstream each car.
Each car.
So if the other one has done it already, then you can't.
Yeah.
But if they choose not to, then you can.
Yeah. So unfortunately, I did ask the question to Doug, and I don't think he answered that one. Unfortunately.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a common question. I'm sure everybody who plays the game regularly will know these things. But we'll see. What's the chat telling us? Disregard his messages.
Yeah, he was confusing slipstream with force passing.
Right. Okay. Anyway, where are we up to?
Right, so I've just taken the 140 corner at 180. So I have to spend 2 wear to stop my car from exploding.
Or one wear and a chance.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got wear now, so I'll spend 2 wear.
Yeah. You don't want to do the chance because
I've got loads.
It
I've
might
got
go
loads of skill
completely wrong.
tests, but I'll save them for later when the car's starting to break down.
So I've got to move 7. So if I'm moving to here and then to there, on my next turn, is that still counted as a 140 corner
Yeah.
on the green?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you're on the line.
Right.
Next card.
So, am I right to say that it's safe to go through this at 160? Or that's wrong, is it?
If you're following the red
it's
line.
20 more than what's printed.
So,
As long as you stay on the red line.
Yeah, as long as you follow the space,
So
which
one-
you
one
can see
twenty.
Yeah,
progress
you
around.
can see there it's
Okay.
telling you what the speed is on that space.
Right.
So this space is a 100 space.
100.
If you
Okay.
want a red line, it's 120.
Right. Thank you.
Right. So where are we? What's your top speed, Rob?
Currently, it's 100.
Your top speed,
160.
160.
And blue, who's blue? What's your top speed? And what happens if you exceed your top speed? It's a test.
Seems to be tests across the
Your
board.
card goes.
It could end up.
Screaming and then then pistons burst out the bonnet.
Okay. Okay, I have chosen.
Okay. Everyone ready? Got 160.
Going up by 20.
Drop down by 20.
Maintain.
19.
I'm going down.
Yeah, I've got the link. I'm on the website at the moment, and unfortunately, the website still doesn't answer the fundamental question of when do you do your tests for exceeding acceleration or deceleration. Unless I've missed it. If I've missed it and it's on there,
It's on your turn.
who knows?
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Well, the reason why I'm thinking it's not your turn is that because the cars go in order of speed. I'm sure Doug's answered this question. I'm just going to look again because he replied to one of my questions, and the answer was it only really matters when two cars are going the same speed.
Yeah, if they're side by side, because at the moment it makes no difference because you're on the line.
Right, here it is. 1, everybody chooses a card. 2, everybody reveals their card. 3, tests are performed
Okay.
at that point. Adjust speeds as necessary. 4, determine turn order. And 5, cars then act in turn order.
Right.
So that's what I've said. So that's what I said. Doug said, I can see where the rules were written may not be as clear as they could be, but in practice, I've always held that if a car tests for a speed and fails to get it, it will impact their initiative. Yeah, so in the case below, red fails the test and is going slower than green. Green would move first. So me,
So is it the speed we're moving, not the position on the track then?
the
No,
speed is
that's
the
side by
tie
side.
break.
Right.
So in the example here, I've got red and green next to each other. If red and green both play a 100, then red would go first. But what if to go 100, red had to make a test? When does that test happen? From reading the rules, it seems that the test happens on red's turn, but then they fail the test, end up only going 60,
But they still
move 3 spaces, and then it's green's go. But other people have been telling me that all cars must make their tests before turn order is determined. So that's what I said to Doug. And Doug said, I can see where the rules as written may not be clear. In practice, I've always held that if a car tests for speed and fails to get it, it will impact their initiative.
So that
So
means
I then wrote back and said, so is the sequence this? Because that sequence is not in the rulebook anywhere.
what did he say?
Well, no, he said
He
he
didn't.
said red tests on its turn. If he fails his test, then he's slower than green, and green goes first.
But
The end result.
how can green then go first if it's red's turn?
The end result is, well, he's failed his test, so he's going slower.
We might move first, but he moves.
The end result is the same.
Doesn't
So it
really,
doesn't matter if we test now. Excuse me. Courage rumbling.
I mean, based on what happens, I don't think it really.
They
It's
could
gonna
end up
make a
blocking a
difference to the
space, though, couldn't they? From then the next drive.
Well, it's very hard to block a space in this game unless they're actually wedging themselves in because you can just go diagonally around them. It's not like it costs you more to go diagonally.
What are people in the chat saying? Anything?
Not much.
It's a bit like the off cycle.
Let's just pick one and play it that way.
I think do the tests when we reveal the card. We'll play like that, and I think that's the cleaner way of
That's
doing
fine.
it.
Yeah, let's carry on.
So I'm accelerating to 160, which is safe. So I'm going to swap my card now.
I'm dropping to 116.
Everybody else does the same.
Maintaining, so
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah, Ian's,
We do any tests, and if those tests break something, it adjusts your speed. And as Doug says, it should affect your initiative. Therefore, it has to be done before we determine turn order. Right.
Okay.
So I'm now going 8, and we're saying that because I'm on the last space of the corner, I can leave it
Ignore the corner.
safely. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8.
But if you departed from the racing line, even if it was after the corner, if you depart from the racing line at any time, then
You have
you
to-
retrospectively adjust.
Yes. Yeah.
From the previous turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're committing to following that.
So why was that
Yeah.
not safe for you then?
Because I was on the last space of the corner.
All right. And you came into it previously with a
basically
slower
completed.
speed.
You complete the
Okay.
corner.
You can speed out.
I paid my cost for that space, so I don't have to pay it again.
Okay. So I'm moving 6 spaces. Speed 120. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
I believe that's all fine.
I think you've done yourself out of space there.
Yeah, it's only
Oh, right.
2 spaces on the red line in the middle.
1,
So 1,
2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh yeah.
6.
Sorry, I thought this was.
that's only
Yeah.
one
With a
space.
safe speed of 160 and 120.
Thank you.
Right, so I would be slipstreaming that yellow one.
Because you started directly behind it
And the same speed.
and you were going the same speed. So yes, if you want to,
I will be alongside
you've
it.
got 1 extra space. So now it's 1 extra space. It isn't 20 mile an hour more speed. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the extra space. Okay, nice.
Cool. Ready.
Red.
That does make sense.
Yes, that's fine. Yeah. Off you go, red.
Now we've
Right, so I'm going 7 spaces.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll go that way, yep. So I can go, I'll have to pay where on there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Paying aware.
So I need to pay 1 where for that
Or
space.
do a chance
No, I'll
test.
pay the
yeah,
where.
Pay the way.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm going 8. So that should get me just to the front of the.
Yes. And I'm going 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, and everybody's safe. Okay. Round.
Don't pick someone up here.
Everyone done? No.
Yeah. Put it there.
I'm going down from 160 to 120, which is
Same.
all within parameters.
Yeah, I'm doing
Maintaining.
180 to 120.
I'm exceeding my top speed.
Sorry,
by 20.
180. Going the other way.
So what speed were you at?
I was at 120.
So you're within your acceleration limit, but you're exceeding your top speed by 20.
Mm.
Right. So you're going to be making... Now what happens if you exceed your acceleration and your top speed?
You test
Is
for
it,
both,
is it
isn't
one test?
I thought imagine it'd be one.
It says acceleration or stroke then top speed.
Mm.
Anyway, see what the check says.
I'm assuming then because it means
If
you,
you've done
you,
both,
you test
you
either
do
or you
top
test
speed.
both.
So what do you want to do? 9 or less and you're fine.
Yeah. So I'm going to spend.
And you spend where for these ones? I thought where
No,
was
skill.
It's
You
skill.
want to spend skill.
I'm going to spend 1 skill.
Okay, so 10 or less and you're fine. Yeah, there you go. No problem.
And
No
then
problem.
top speed.
So you switch the card over for 180.
I'm just accelerating
You're
a
just accelerating
small
a little
amount.
Everybody else.
Oh, so Rob tests his top
Just
speed.
think
when
this is
he's-
top speed.
No, that was the accelerator.
No, he didn't exceed his
Oh,
acceleration.
sorry, no, my mistake.
You take your card back, and it's me first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So between you two, who's going fastest?
We're the same.
So it's the one on the inside.
So I'll be moving 9 spaces right up behind you.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Do I get to slipstream now?
No,
You're going to be directly behind
Oh,
the
right,
start of your turn.
so I'm moving 9. Do I have to move that last one?
You could late break.
Yeah, I think that might be better because then I can possibly slipstream next time.
So if you late break,
The extra speed was a bit wasted, but
Extra slipstream will only get you a +1 movement, which you're giving up now, then, aren't you?
Sometimes it can
Oh,
get
help you
plus
through the
two,
wear,
I want to
won't
be on the racing line though, don't I?
They'd have to be going quite fast to get a +2.
you can spend up to 2 wear to late break by 20 miles an hour per wear spent. So basically, slam your foot on the brakes, lose a bit of rubber. So you could do that, or you could just move the extra 1 to there.
You can still get on the red from there.
You can still move onto there to go from
Right.
there.
Will I qualify for slipstream
No,
next
you've got
turn?
to be directly behind somebody.
No, if I don't move that extra space,
If you stay behind
if
blue.
I stay behind
yeah.
blue,
Yeah.
I'll qualify for slipstream.
So
Which
either way,
means I can get through the
slipstream-
corner at a slower speed.
Yes. You get one after the wear check.
yeah,
if-
fair
if
point.
we
Yeah,
happen
because
to go into the same-
slipstream is bonus movement, not bonus speed.
Mm.
Yeah, technically that would work.
But I don't know if it's a good idea or not.
We'll give it a go, see what happens. If you crash and explode, we know it was a bad idea.
Yeah, well, it's a learning game.
Yeah.
So I have to spend a wear in order
That's
to
it,
break.
where to break.
Yeah, so one way, and then you can go
So
back
that
one
means
space
you're
behind blue.
behind blue.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
provided your speed is equal to or
It does look
lower than Ian,
quite
then
like
you
Formula
are-
One.
Right.
Mhm.
Well,
then you have +1 space when it's your turn.
okay.
And just a safety car.
So I'm next. 8 spaces.
Mm-hmm. Because you're going
1,
out the curve.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, so I'm moving 6 spaces, moving 120, which is safe.
On the
Following
line.
the red curve, yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6. How many?
6.
Right, I'm set 7 spaces, so I should end up on the end of the red line. If I count it properly with one wear cop.
2, 3, 6, 7. So you're paying wear for that one, aren't you?
Yeah, so I'm going for a 140 and it's a 120. So it's a one wear.
Alright.
Okay.
I really like Formula One.
And just check the
Oh, we have-
manoeuvring tables.
Have we all moved now?
Yep. Stuart's through, so.
Right. Okay, so got this fast moving blue car right behind me. Car ahead of you must be going the same speed or faster than you. Okay.
What happens when you spin?
your speed goes down to 0.
Yeah, it's in here somewhere.
Your car stays on the track.
Mm-hmm.
But some people
You
turn
turn
the
it
car
round.
round to indicate that it's just spun.
Gotcha. So then you're back to your start speed.
Spun car stops in the first space that required the roll or the space that it was in when it was forced to spin. Change its speed to 0. Turn the car around. Next turn, the spun car will plot the slower of its acceleration or its start speed. May not test these attributes.
Okay.
The car can only go slower than, for example, if a car spun with an acceleration of 40 and a start speed of 60, it would go 40 next turn. The car can only go slower than this if the corner spaces it navigates requires it to do so.
Okay.
A spun car also moves last among cars in its row, may not block a forced pass attempt, and a spun car may not continue to use a racing line that it's spun on, but may continue to use any upcoming racing lines even in the same corner. Okay, right. Think we're ready?
Yeah.
I am maintaining current speed.
Are you ready, Rob?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going down to 120.
What? 180?
I'm,
Spin up to 180.
Slowing down a bit.
I'm exceeding my deceleration by 20.
Okay, so exceeding deceleration by 20 is... That was aware, wasn't it? Yeah.
Okay.
Or you could roll on the chance,
I'll
but
take
where is probably safer.
I am
Well, it
going
would
at
be
the
a
same
test
speed
rather
because
than a chance.
Going at the
Chances
same-
for the when you with the corners.
Sorry, yes, a test. Yeah, you're right.
I'm going at the same speed as Ian now. So I qualify for slipstream.
He qualifies for slipstreaming on me. Okay. You okay?
Yep.
Let's switch your card. Right, so I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I haven't exceeded this, so everything's good.
I'm going to be moving 7
1, 2, 3, 4.
straight up the curb.
There.
I'm also on 7, and I probably want to end up in the middle of you two. Oh no, I can't, can I?
Yeah, you want the X.
Well, you can go there or there.
Yeah, I suppose it's better to be behind, isn't it? I'll
Yeah.
be behind
Yeah,
the
'cause-
purple one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
You're
you.
going the same speed.
Right.
Right.
I'm going 6 spaces.
Yeah.
Lovely.
9.
9.
9 for me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, okay, easy. Yeah, chance odds are much worse. Yeah. Right, okay. So,
It's a slow corner.
it's a slow corner.
Oh, yeah, that's quite brutal, isn't it?
60 and 80, up to 40 more if we follow the racing line.
20 more.
20.
It's a red line.
It's a red line. Okay. Hmm.
So if I exceed the speed in a corner,
Mhm.
I pay wear, or I can pay up to 2 wear, and it's not per space, is it?
No,
So
it's
it covers
for the
whole
corner.
of the- yeah.
yeah, but you find the biggest gap between the corner speeds you're travelling and the
40 mile an hour more, you can just pay for it with wear.
Yeah.
More than that, you start to roll on the chance table.
Oh, that's weird. So if I didn't follow the racing line, it's actually 20 more to go through that space. So the racing line makes the difference in the first space.
It's only 2 squares rather than 3.
Oh, right.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's slightly shorter.
Okay.
yeah, the racing lines do seem to be the most efficient way of taking a corner.
Hmm.
So.
But So you have to move. You have to go one further, but you effectively can only move. You can only move one less space due to the speed limit, right?
Yeah.
So it makes no odds.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. I'm going down to 100.
Okay.
100.
I'm speeding up slightly. 120.
I'm spending
go.
180 going into that corner.
Someone's got to try.
So between us two, we're both going the same speed,
Yeah.
but you're on the inside.
I get slipstream.
You do, but you have to be going at least 120 to get slipstream.
Do I?
120 to
The
180.
car in front.
You're not going fast enough.
Yeah, 120 to 160 is
Oh.
one extra space. 180 plus is one
Oh,
or
I see,
two
right.
extra
Oh,
spaces.
no.
So if you bring me diagonally onto the green spot,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you've gone 20 mile an hour higher than the limit.
Yeah, but that's
Right.
okay. But it has to be above a certain
Yeah.
number.
Mate, I got 1, 2. Ah,
Can you not follow the line now?
Ooh, it's been blocked.
It's going too fast for that racing.
Yeah, he's lost control on the corner.
so how's this going to work?
You're going to have to break off the line, which means you're going to be going
you either
faster.
light
Or you
braking
stick-
Or a late break?
Yeah, or you're sticking the
Okay.
outside, which means less efficient run, but you're still only burning one wear rather than.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What about the forced passing then? I can't end up in the same space as you, can I?
you've got space to go next to.
You have to go diagonally next to him instead.
So you could go.
No, what I'm saying is, what can I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So if I had 6, I could try to go through you to there.
Yes.
But if I have 5, I can't end my turn on the same
I
space as
don't
you.
think so.
I
So
doubt
you
you'd be able to.
having to go there instead, maneuver around him.
I'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and pay aware.
Okay.
I'm probably in trouble as well. I've got 5 movement.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
So do one way.
No, you're
two.
okay. You're
We
you-
want for each
you-
one?
because you're
Spaces
on
8.
the
You only pay once for the
assuming-
corner.
Oh, for eight.
Assuming I
Yeah.
don't take the racing line, then I'll end up directly behind purple.
Well, if you take the racing line, you end up directly behind blue. Yeah.
But
Oh,
I
it's not
I'm going
directly
too
behind,
fast for the
yeah.
racing line.
No, because it's 80, but they're both the same.
Right.
80 or 80.
Okay, right. Yeah, so I'll take the racing line then. Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
So you are on the racing line.
And I don't have to pay anything because I'm going 100.
Yeah, so it's
It's 80. It's
So yeah,
60
one
plus
way.
20.
Yeah. So I have to pay one way.
Yeah.
One way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all
You
made
guys
that.
will
All made that decision through.
stand
the
up.
corner.
I knew I was paying one way, just
Mm.
I'm off the racing line. Okay, right.
7, please. Yes. So head towards this.
Sticking on the racing
I
line.
am. Yeah. And head
1,
towards that.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Thank
So
you.
you were 20 more
So
than...
I've got to pay one wear for
Yeah.
that.
Okay, so I'm doing 180 around the corner. So I'm
So-
following the racing line, so I have to burn
Wow, it's involving nuts.
2 wear. And I'm spending one of my 2 -3s to give me +3 to the test.
Wow.
Well, -3 to the test.
Minus
So,
that, yeah.
so you are...
Possibly about to explode. But
So hang on. So this is the...
It's 9 or less, and I'm okay.
All right, you go and
It's a
sit me under.
chance. Yeah, it's a chance test.
So it's a corner and you've gone 60 over.
Yep.
So it's 2 wear and a chance.
Yep.
And you've used your -3 token.
Yeah, so the chance is 9 or less, and I'm
9
okay.
or less and you're okay. That's an 11. So minus your 3
I don't think I die. That's
is an 8. Partial failure, car spins. So I think it spins there.
Yes, first space in which something goes
Yeah.
wrong. So.
And you pick up all of your cards.
Oh.
Calculating
What are you
risk.
doing? Trying to
Calculating
get
risk.
through that corner. Oh no.
Well, it's
Dice.
meant to feel like Formula One.
Yeah.
I'm going to avoid a spun out car. Okay. So I'm just going to do 6 straight through the red
Speed
line.
you on. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Now, a spun car cannot attempt to block.
Oh, so I can go straight past
So
normally,
you
yeah?
can pass,
Hmm.
but it's an unblocked passing.
Okay.
You'd need to roll. So your options are continue around the outside and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Or if you try and go through there, you got to make a roll. And if you fail, then you've got to reduce your speed to how many spaces you've currently moved. How many spaces have you just moved?
4. I think.
Did we know where you were?
Well, I was going to end up there with 6, so yeah, I've moved 4. So, yeah.
So you've moved 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
So if you failed to pass, you'd end up adjusting your speed to 80
Okay.
because you've moved 4 and you'd end up having to stop there. I think that's how that works.
And just go 2 around the outside. And how would I pass the check?
It is a forced passing unblocked check, 8 or less.
So it's got to roll
8 or less is okay, and you can use 1 or 2.
Yeah, let's
Steals.
use a -1.
Okay, you're going to go for it.
And I'm going to, try and pass.
Okay, so roll the dice and -1. Yep, you're fine.
Cool.
So you go past. And what speed? 120?
120.
Which is fine.
So much for my elite driver.
Well, you put everything into it.
Yeah, except for effort, skill, or ability.
Yes, apart from those things. Right, okay. So, next round. Now, you can't slipstream in a corner. No. Doesn't matter what speed we were going.
Oh.
Well, you're not directly behind him anyway. I am.
Okay.
And you're on the last space of the corner, and I'm not. So, I've got to...
Yeah.
So this is a slow one, isn't it?
It is.
60.
So,
Okay.
What happens if you start at 0, do you?
Yeah, no, I've actually got up to my acceleration.
Okay, you've got high
That's not-
acceleration.
So there
my
isn't
start speed.
that much luck unless you invite the luck by doing something a bit
Yeah,
risky.
if you always stick to the maximum of your vehicles, there's no luck at all. But
But you won't win, probably. You got to take some risks here and there.
sort of pushing the risks on and when. So I think so accelerating and decelerating is a lower risk than trying to take corners fast. So,
Right. Are we all revealing?
like,
I'm dropping down by 20.
Going up by 20.
Dropping down.
It's got to be the lowest of
I
those.
thought it was up to your maximum. So,
No, it's low, the lowest of them. And you
That's
can't
our start speed every time we spin. I thought it was just at the beginning of the race. I was like, that's the weakest card.
no,
that really
it's
low.
going to up to 0 again. Fair enough. Then it's 20. So,
a return spin.
that's the risk of taking a low start speed. If
Yeah.
you're probably out of the game now. So
Did not realise that.
Right. 160.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
We are in the same line, and you're faster than me.
Okay. So you don't have to check for going out of the corner, like maybe that.
you will.
Not if you're on the
Oh,
last.
sorry,
space.
you're on the last space. Right? Yeah.
You're not on the last
I'm
space.
100, so I have to pay a where?
Well, if you're on the race
I
line,
know.
what is
Yeah,
it?
what's the fine, aren't
For
I?
the work, it's because it's does
Yeah,
it
no.
count the 16 there?
100 is fine for that space because you're on the racing line.
Oh, so it's where you're moving into, not where you're moving
So you
out.
wouldn't have to pay for that.
Can I
You
go
already paid for that when you got there.
another 4 on the
2.
inside?
So you have to go to there and then.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. And then move back towards behind blue.
You were there, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
I'm going 4 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Cool.
5 spaces.
Okay, following that arrow.
Okay.
Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Do your test there.
I'm paying aware for that.
4, 5. You were there, weren't you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So last space of the corner, so you can go whatever you want.
Yeah, and I'm going to end up here. Should be 7.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh,
Weaving.
yeah, follow the red line.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Move forward 1 space.
Okay.
Going again already.
I think once you know the game, I think it flies through
Yeah,
pretty
it's
quickly.
Pretty just.
Yeah, I think Doug said you can play sort of a round in an hour. So
It's what it says in the rule book.
yeah,
And this never changes throughout the whole
this
2
this
laps.
is your car.
Right.
This is the spec of your car.
Okay.
But yeah, your car and the driver and how durable it is.
Yeah. I guess if we were playing with pit stop rules, that might change things a bit. But
Yeah, you have less wear,
Mm.
but then you have to come into the pits to
Mm.
get some wear back, and there's a whole bunch of rules for
Yeah,
that.
but these bits won't change
No.
because that's just the way the car's been built.
Yeah.
So,
Speeds are chosen.
accelerating up to 100.
I'm going
Down.
up by 60.
All to the metal.
I'm going down to 80.
Oh, you guessed right then, Paul.
Oh, good.
Blue.
So I've got slipstream,
Yeah,
Yes,
you
I did.
slipstream into a corner.
which I don't want to do.
One to pay where?
Oh no, it wouldn't be quite that far, would it? Yeah.
Yellow.
I'm just moving 7 directly ahead, please.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Thank you.
And I could move 8. But if I do,
You're off the line.
I'm then off the line and have to go around that in 60 rather than going around it in 80.
But otherwise, you have to do a forced break then because you're technically going.
No, I just don't. I don't
Why
need to
are
use
you
the
off the
slipstream.
line?
Because
If I slipstream now, I'd end up there.
Ah.
So
Mm.
And the line is going through that 60 anyway, isn't it?
it is.
But yeah, that's 60. So we'd break
Yeah.
it there. Is the thing.
Yeah, but I think the slipstreaming. Sorry.
Yeah,
All the corners. So starting next one, it'd be off the line, so that would then.
I'm not going to use the slipstream bonus.
Yeah.
I'm just going to stay there. Tuck to his
You
guinea
need
box.
to be slightly faster next turn.
Red.
So yes, please. Probably behind there, if
Yeah,
that's
8.
the right count.
Yep, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So I'm going 4 spaces just along by the red line.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, through that safe.
Last bit of the corner. So he puts his foot down.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right. Next round. Yeah, Paul gets one more space if he wants. He doesn't want. He thought about it and then decided against it.
Uh,
Problem here is that. Okay. That's what we're doing.
I think with the pit stops, when you do your pit stop,
Mm-hmm.
you refresh your wear because you've got new tyres.
Yeah, that's.
So your wear goes back to that
Back to
number
that,
again.
yes. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
unless if you're playing maybe with the pit stop rules,
Yeah.
then that's what you get when you
Yeah.
pit stop, and this is what you get otherwise.
No.
That's the
You
gear
get
shifts.
that instead of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, maybe I didn't say.
Just didn't know what the +5 meant.
Yeah, it's that number there that I don't know what that means.
All right.
Okay.
Oh,
No.
Oh, yeah. Too much maths.
You can never have too much.
Okay.
No, I'm trying to work out these corners of my future moves. My brain's not helping. Just okay.
I am going down by 40, which is fine.
Excellent. 20.
I'm also going down by 40.
And down
Down
by
by
20.
60.
I'm going up to 160.
1, 2, 3, 6.
You got them?
Okay.
Yellow's
I-
next.
I'm not following the racing line because that.
Get rid of your old car.
Yeah. Because to do that, I would have to go 40 under, wouldn't I?
No, remember,
you
the race
put
line gives
20,
you plus
remember.
20.
Okay.
So you either go 80-80 or you
Right,
follow
okay.
the race line and go 80
Yeah,
as
sorry,
well.
I keep misreading it.
Do you want to go race line?
So I have to spend one wear. to
Yeah.
do that, which I'll do, and then follow the racing line. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
whatever you did, you're spending one wear, but the racing line is the most efficient path through.
Yeah.
Less spaces.
So
I wouldn't have to spend anywhere if I went. No, I wouldn't.
No, you see, because it's
You still spend one wear and you
I'm
get one.
directly behind you.
Yeah.
You were going at same speed or higher, but you weren't going fast enough for me to be able to slipstream. So for me, yeah, it doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's probably best. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spending aware.
There's no racing line now on these ones.
Nope.
Like if I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going at 100, which means I pay one way.
One way.
Yeah. I go 8.
go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Which is safe. Nowhere. Next round.
Oh. That's a good point, isn't it?
Yeah. That's interesting. It's very interesting.
Yeah, see, this is what I mean about too much maths. I wasn't lying.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. Right, are we all done?
Right, yeah.
I'm going up to 120.
Risking acceleration to 180.
Going
So you're exceeding your acceleration by 20.
Yep. So I'm going to burn a skill.
9 or less at the moment, you're safe.
10 or less with the skill burned. Yes, I'm fine
Fine.
this time.
Okay.
I'm going
1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
Paul, can no, you're not going fast enough to slipstream.
Yeah.
You're going faster.
No, I'm actually going faster.
But you're going faster than Rob, so you can't slipstream.
No. So 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Paying one wear for the corner.
So Rob was
One
getting
way.
fast enough to slipstream, yeah?
It's 120. Why are you paying away? 120.
Because I'm doing maths the other way round. I'm going slower than the corner. So
No, that means your tyres get
yes,
repaired.
I'm
not the way
fine.
round.
I'm fine. I gain a wear back.
Activity,
Yay.
activity.
So I can slipstream because I was immediately behind
Because
Paul.
you're both doing over 100, both doing 120.
And
You were behind Paul.
so
You're
I'm not
out.
sure if I want to yet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But how do you get
6,
past
7.
two
But I
cars?
could do a force pass to get into there too fast and
Then you-
take
yeah.
lots of wear and stuff.
If
So
you hit that, the speed you're going, you'll have
I have
to
to pay two
two
wear.
wear and still test.
So
Because you're doing 180, you're doing 120, and it's 60.
maybe I should just go here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm behind Paul. Seems all right. Save a bit of wear.
Sure.
4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Cool. Speed. 9 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Next round.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Okay.
Really?
All chosen. I'm going to drop by 40.
Dropping by 40.
We go up to 100.
Dropping by 40. And up to 140.
Where?
So, who's going first out of these two? I'm going at 80.
I'm going 80. Whoever's on the inside
So
line.
it's where the red and white stripes are.
So going 1, 2, 3, 4. Not paying anywhere.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, one way.
I'll pay away. So we've not had any forced passing yet because generally you don't need to. You just go next to
It's
them.
a bit of a crush going on here.
So you have to break
So I might as well just follow the outside. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, sounds fine.
Play safe.
Cool. Right, I plough into that corner at 60 over the limit again. So we'll try that again, see if it works this time.
Oh, you've got to take risks now, haven't
Yeah,
you?
well, yeah, if I don't risk, I've already lost. So I'm going to burn 2 of my 1-point skills to add 2 to the roll, or subtract 2 from the roll. And I'm okay, I make it this time.
Nice.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Screaming hysterically as I go. Why couldn't I do that last time?
Yeah.
It's like a movie about
Oh, I should have had more
Formula
skill.
One.
Because I started off with 3 skill and 1 minus 3.
You should have
I
6.
should have had 6.
6.
So I need to
You have
Yeah,
You
3
don't-
times the number
yeah,
of
I
lives.
need to start driving a little bit more dangerous.
Humiliation, the rage, my car spinning out, it happening in slow motion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keeping the you've got article on the office wall, so I can
Yeah.
constantly stare at it.
Yeah.
In the next round. Where am I? There. What's going on? So I've paid. So I've paid 1 wear for entering that space at 80. My question is, if I then accelerate to 100, will I have to pay a wear for the next space because I've already paid 1 wear for this corner?
I think you will.
I think this is covered in the changing speeds in corner rules. If rules do exist, changing speeds in the middle of a corner.
I think the wear that you paid on the previous turn, I don't think that lasts into this turn.
If you're in the middle of a corner at the beginning of a turn, you may not normally increase your speed. Okay? However, you may increase your speed if you can do so without paying additional wear, rolling a chance, or automatically leaving the track for being 80 mile an hour over the speed of a corner. So you can always slow down in the middle of the corner. You're allowed to do that. It says you cannot normally increase your speed. You can only do so if
You don't have to spend anywhere.
you can do so without paying an additional wear, rolling a chance. Right, so
You speed up to the limits.
Now let's read the rules on corner speed limits. So this payment occurs once per corner. So if you enter a corner on a 60 space at 80, you pay 1 wear. You are now free to continue moving through the corner without paying any more, as long as my speed does not exceed 20 mile an hour more than the speed limit of any space I enter. So I have paid 1 wear for that corner.
Yep. So as long as
Your
you're
allowance is
So
20 higher.
I am allowed to accelerate to 100, and I've already paid that 1 wear for the corner.
Yep.
And it doesn't say that doesn't wrap over from one turn to the next.
Right.
I've paid for the corner. So I think I can.
Mm.
Oh, I wonder what speed I'm going to do.
So if you enter that
Actually,
corner though at
why-
60 without going up to 80, you can only go to 80 on that one.
Why
You
did
can't spend
why did
more
you
wear.
pay-
Correct.
Why did you pay anywhere on that corner?
You paid 1 for going into it at 80.
Oh, there's a 60 there.
It's
sorry.
60,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
So, so the one
So now
that
you're-
allows, the one where it allows you.
So if you've gone in at 100, you could then go up to that 120 on the next one. So no more cost
Yes.
to wear. Yeah. You've already paid, yeah. It's a good system.
Yeah, it works.
Okay.
All right. Everyone done?
Ooh, sorry.
It's alright.
Accelerate to 100.
Oh, hang on. Driver can't find the gear.
I've
Okay.
forgotten where first gear was.
Well, surprise, I'm going up to 100.
100. I'm not going to be spending additional wear. So.
80.
Oh, I will actually, won't I?
Maintain.
Next space is going to require us spending a wear.
Did you not spend away? So you can't change. You can't.
So I can't
You're not
change.
allowed to go up. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was a maintain then.
So.
Sorry.
That's right.
Okay, on in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm going 5. So
Didn't know
yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's fine.
the subtle rules of that in this situation. I'm following the outside line though. I'd like to go 4, please.
Got him on the inside.
I'm going 4, so I'll
Just on the
pay
inside.
Nice. Spend
one
the
wear
wear.
to go there, or
You can
Well,
say
Or go the long way around
Yeah.
and
yeah, I'm paying 1 wear to go on the inside.
Yeah.
Got to catch these guys up somehow.
Right, so I'm going 4, 1 there. Got to pay 1 wear for that one.
yeah.
2, 3, 4. And I'm going to pay
Another wear for that one. Separate corner. But now you're on the last space of that corner.
Not my wear.
And
Five,
roll.
which gets me to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
No rolling.
Do you want to pay 2 wear for going round at 40 mile an hour less than the speed limit, like I do? That's my maths works in the negative plane. Right, next round. So, where are we?
With D&D rules for that, isn't it?
Oh, I think I know what I'm going to do. So I've not used any of this yet. And we're 1 lap down.
No, I've
And
not.
I've got all of this left.
You must have bid one for your pull
I did.
pole
I did.
thing.
That's
You do
fine.
some tests.
That's fine.
I've spent some. I haven't got many left.
Ian's counting. Quick, shout the numbers at him.
Same problem for me.
I do like it in Heat, the fact that the numbers are printed.
Yeah.
So you can see how many spaces there are through the corner.
I am with French guy. JJ, he's actually in one of the helicopters on one of the chat tracks. So fast.
Right.
And he said the Nesme counting.
Yeah.
His numbers are solid. I don't trust it.
Don't
Don't trust my maths.
trust me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to 160.
60.
Accelerating by 60 to my top speed.
I'm going to maintain, which is going to cost me somewhere.
Is it? Oh, it will when you go through the corner, right?
Exceeding my acceleration by 20.
So
Okay.
am I.
So-
Exciting.
Off you go then.
Do you
Do you want to go
Who's
first?
doing the tests?
So was it
Name
10
in
less?
front.
Accelerating 9 or less and you're okay.
Okay, and I can spend skill,
You can if you want to.
or can't spend.
Nope.
Anything. Well, I spend 1 skill to make it a 10.
Okay.
Because
Try not to think of it as a 10. You're -1 on this. Yeah, so you're fine. Robert, you are also increasing. You're going 20 mile an hour over your acceleration.
Yeah. So I can't use where for that
Nope,
then. I
no.
have to use a test.
It's a test, yeah.
So
you got 10s.
At the
so
moment, it's a 9 or less and you're okay.
you're going 160.
I'm going 160, yeah.
I'm kind of behind you. So I'll spend a couple of these.
Ooh. Okay, so rolling -2. But you needed that
Nine.
-2 because there's 11.
You're fine.
-2 is 9.
Is it?
You were
Yeah,
right
it's,
to
it's
spend
only,
it.
it's only the chances. Remember, that's all.
Only just. So you're going 160.
Right.
Rob's going
Yep.
160. You're going 160. Your acceleration is 80. Okay,
I'm maintaining. Blues shot round.
you've already done yours. I'm going 8, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Mm-hmm.
That's me done.
You're going first now.
Both going the same.
Absolutely red.
Inner. Yep.
Red.
Right. 8, please. Aim for that. No. Thank you.
Am I going 8 straight ahead, please?
Okay. Give me that. And then I'm on 8.
Okay. So I have to spend 1 to get round first corner. Moving forward 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I spend another 1 and attempt the skill test at -2. Okay. So I end my turn 5 there.
So somebody mentioned in the chat, one of the disadvantages with some racing games is what happens to Rob. You have an unlucky roll and that's it. Right, it's going to be a struggle. If you play these games as a championship and you play 12 or 15 races, you can just, okay, this is the race where I hit the rabbit and whatever, and write it off. It's about the long term thing, just to make you feel better.
That's all right.
You're catching up.
I don't need your pity.
No, well, no, this is the thing. If you can now say, I'm going to try and not come last,
Yeah.
then if you don't come last, then that's a win. I'm maintaining 160.
So I'm making
Maintain.
180.
Paying 160.
I'm going down 40. So it's going to cost me
1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7.
6, 7. So you've gone round here at 140, which is a where. I'm going 160. So that's a where. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yellow and red,
With the same
same speed.
speed.
Red
so
on the
I'm
inside line.
inside. So I think it makes sense to take. Yeah, it doesn't. Let's go that line. So I've got
Cuts
8
in front
spaces.
of him. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Spending a
And
where,
where?
So I can spend a wear
or you can test.
or use a test. Well, it would be a chance, wouldn't it?
It's a
And
chance. It's
is
one
quite
wear
risky.
or a chance.
So I spend a wear.
And a chance you need a 6 or less. It's horrible.
Right, yellow.
Okay, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
Sorry, is that the
What?
inside line?
Yep.
Yeah,
This is
that's
the
outside.
inside line.
Okay, yeah. So I'll go there, yeah. And I have to spend a wear.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
Everything's around it at 160.
One wear.
Oh, you know, you set standard.
Yeah.
Right, and I go just 9 forwards, it plays.
160 is the only speed for me.
We've got some
Sometimes.
nice corners coming up, haven't we? Okay, got a plan. Got a plan. Any slipstreaming going on anywhere down the field? No.
If I try and exceed my top speed, is that just a test?
It's exactly the same test as the acceleration.
What's your...
Let me move that one.
But I can't wear for that.
No. Where is corners and deceleration?
Maintaining current speed.
Maintain.
Slowing by 40.
I might have done something wrong then.
Robert's playing it safe, but Stuart and Rob are both terribly
I'm
risky.
dropping down by 40.
Yeah, so we've got the playing it safe, there's the taking the risks, and the crazy guy at the rear.
Well, you've got to, haven't you?
Yeah, well, it's, yeah. I mean, going to catch
so
him
I
like
need
a
to
length of
for
glory.
my top speed. I'm going to play a -3 chip, so I shouldn't. Well, this. -3, 6.
Yeah, plenty. I mean, acceleration top speed, you need a 9 or less. So.
Yeah, I wasn't prepared to risk rolling a 12 with just two of them. The dice would have known. So 10 for the line.
Where you go? You're going at 200.
Yeah. It is Formula One.
We
So
see
that's exceeding your top speed by 20.
Yeah, done the check.
Yeah, test, you're all okay then.
Paid
Not
a
blown up.
-3.
He used the -3.
Oh. Right, well, I'm embarrassingly going 6 spaces. On to 3, 4, 5, 6, which is fine. Fine.
Yeah.
All right.
So, off in the distance.
I'm going to go 8,
You two are both going the same speed. Oh, you're going faster.
Yeah, going to grab that concertina and you'll catch up.
3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Maybe.
I don't think
you
you
there.
counted that
I
right.
think you miscounted then.
All right. Okay.
Try that again.
There's a fold in the board.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Nope.
You're
That's
counting the
a
fold in the board. Spaces are not that size.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. So how do I?
4.
Oh, I see.
5.
Right.
4.
Okay, I understand now. Yeah. 5, 6, 7. I can't. I'd have to ram into the back of you, wouldn't I?
So you'd have to.
I have to break.
I think you have to go next to him. I don't know if you can do anything else.
That means you're
Or
not going to get
break.
the bonus for the.
But
Where
I
were
have
you?
to-
Oh,
I
yeah.
need to do the racing line. Otherwise,
1,
I'm in
2,
trouble.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You're
Okay.
going
But that means I can't do the racing line, which means that I don't qualify for the.
But it's the same.
So
It's the same.
the racing line there is 120. That space is 120.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah.
But then if you went this one, wouldn't
Yeah,
it be?
your other option is
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Then you'd
Yeah.
have to pay.
And then I break with the racing
Yeah,
line.
yeah.
Two, where is it?
No, you're still wearing a test because remember.
Oh,
if
okay,
it's not
that'd
running the
be-
line all the way
yeah.
You've
through,
gone
that'd be
off the
100.
racing line, so you're,
Yeah.
you're
It'd be
60 over the speed
60.
limit.
You don't
Yeah.
want to do that.
So I
You
don't
go
want to.
here, you're only 40 over the speed limit,
Yeah.
which is 2 where.
Two where we're all wearing a test.
So I'll
Yeah.
do that one. Yeah.
And you could theoretically get slipstream next turn
Because he's coming off the
because the car ahead is not in a corner.
right. So it's
Right, you are in a corner. I think he's fine.
because you're accelerating up.
I move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Let me test.
And so I don't need to
Safe
test.
speed is 160.
I want to go 8.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because I can't go on the same spot as you.
So there.
So that's from where? One where?
And it won't take me so long to realise that was a hole in the wall.
So, right.
It's more noticeable
from
because
you,
you are.
please. So
The light.
I'll attempt to take the green. Stand around the
There
green.
he goes. 180.
Yep.
You guys want to do it on your side so I don't have to.
So it's 40 over. Yeah.
So you're taking
Two where?
racing line.
Yeah, green
Yes.
race line. So I'll spend one wear and
One where in a chance.
Yep. one wear and a chance.
Not
So
just
you've
2
got
where.
9 spaces.
I want to save that last wear.
1,
No, I'm crashing and exploding.
3,
I think that kills me.
4.
You're not use, oh, you can't use your skill on that.
No, I
then?
used already had
So you used 1 skill,
2 skill.
3, 2,
2 skill.
Did you start from there?
Doesn't matter. I've crashed. So,
Car spins.
so that'll be on the inner 100.
Oh.
That's,
You just
that's
spin,
right,
yeah.
is it? Yeah.
Oh, so you haven't exploded.
All done.
Right.
Next round. Right, so
Yeah, but that start speed's a real killer if you're
Yeah,
taking risks.
that's yeah.
you don't
I
have to
thought-
carry on playing if you don't want to.
No, that's all right.
I was like, well, if I go for low start, I'll do a big acceleration, so it offsets him. It obviously doesn't count.
Yeah, well, I just back the test twice. So.
Yeah, you had 2 really unlucky die rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at least you've used all the big numbers for us. So, where am I? I'm there. Okay, I'm doing that. Yeah, good point, Mr. Suitcase. You are the Logan Sergeant.
Actually, you can call me Needles K, and I'm driving Sweet Tooth here. So because we're playing Twisted Metal rules here, aren't we?
Are we?
I'll fire the missile launchers in a minute.
All right, okay.
Reminds me of that game on the Amiga. Was it Supercars or something like that? It's a racing game, but you had like rocket launchers on your
Oh,
cars.
yeah.
Things like that.
There's some cool cars like that.
Mm.
All good.
Okay. I'm,
120.
so I'm accelerating to 20 mile an hour more than my safe speed.
Same.
I'm going to spend a skill. -1 on this.
8.
Yes.
The 9 or less, I'm spending a skill as well.
Are you allowed to go
No.
to 140 on yours?
-1 is fine.
Oh, all right, yeah.
You're on 9.
Yeah.
9 or less is good.
Can you go 120 to 140?
What? Only up by 20?
I think so.
Yeah, because of the corner. He's already in the corner, so he can't pay any more.
Oh, sorry,
wear.
you're here.
He didn't pay
Did you
wear
pay
for that
anywhere
spot.
for that
Did
space?
120 onto there.
No, I didn't. So I'll
You
need to
can't
pay.
increase. Yeah, good point.
Oh, right.
You're not allowed
Right.
to do it if it would cause you to increase.
So I better maintain then.
I think I've gone the maximum I could go on mine because I've went 160 last time and I'm on 140. So the next space. Oh, unless I went up there, then I could go 140.
No, 120. Because if you go up there, it's still 120.
I've already paid one.
You've already
wear for
paid
that
one wear for the corner.
No,
So,
Check changing lanes in the corners.
but
Yeah,
There's no real
I
point
seem to
going up
remember
there
that there
anyway.
was a rule about
It
you
doesn't
can't
matter.
change lanes in corners.
Oh, okay.
Somewhere.
I think you can if
Yeah,
the lines line up, so it's a diagonal.
I think
The racing
you're
line
right.
changing
I think you're
corners.
right. Just
Yeah.
It says usually the spaces in a corner will not line up.
Like this one here, it doesn't line up. You can't
Consequently,
change.
once you pick a lane for a corner, you are usually stuck in that lane until you exit. It's very vague. It's
Yeah.
really badly
Yeah.
worded.
For example, you can change here because
But
they align.
I think
Here
we
you
know
can't
what it
change.
means.
Yeah.
yeah. So they're in
So you
line.
can, yeah.
So you've got the
So
yeah,
normal,
So I could've gone to
rules
140
apply.
there.
Yeah.
But there's no point. God, it's an extra space anyway, so go.
Okay, so you're going 120. Right.
40,
Seven? 1, 2, 3, 4. Racing line.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7. Yeah,
Where?
pay aware. I'm going 180. So
Me too.
Rob, you've got slipstream
Yes.
on me. So I go 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you may go 10 if you want to.
Yes, please. I'd like to go on the inside lane.
8, 9, 10.
Thanks to you.
Oh, I should have gone the inside lane,
Yeah,
shouldn't
I
I?
was wondering why you didn't.
Right, I don't mind if you change your
No,
mind.
it's fine.
Okay.
Fine. I'll let him pass.
So
Then I'll run into
I'm
it.
on 120.
Same, but you're on the inside.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
So
it.
6. So 1, 2, 3,
Oh, you're on the racing line, aren't you?
4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Go on the inside.
Okay, what that one?
Yeah.
So-
six.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, just up next to the red
So
car.
you're going on to
No,
the
I'll
side?
go on the inside, and that's it.
Oh, because you've already paid the
1,
way.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'll move forward 20.
Right,
So
next
that's
round.
160, isn't it? If you follow the racing line.
If you follow the racing line, it's 120. Red line means plus 20.
All right.
Green line's plus 40.
Green line is
There's
plus
only one
40.
on this map.
Right. Okay. Got it. For some reason, I'm getting confused. More than I normally do.
So no slipstream here.
That's all the way from there. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh. Okay. I haven't chosen.
Okay. Accelerating up.
Yeah, so we're into 180.
Down to 140.
180. So I need to do a test because my top speed is 160.
You do?
So this might be the moment to use this -3.
I mean, 9 or
Oh,
less,
mind
and you're
you.
okay.
It might be better to use the skill on the corners because the consequences are more serious,
Yep.
aren't they? So is it 9 or less is okay?
Right now, 9 or less is okay.
And if
Wow.
I lose, then my top speed gets decreased.
You get to
By
you take
20.
a -20 chip and put it on
Yeah.
the attribute that you're testing.
For the rest
So
of
you,
them.
you damage your engine, yeah.
I'm going to use a -1 on this.
Okay. Off you go then. Roll a -1. You're fine.
9. So, right.
Everyone all done?
Mm-hmm.
6.
Yes.
You're going to here.
Going 7.
140 and 140, but you've got the inside
on the
line.
racing line, please. Yes.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
So you're 20 over, so you spend aware.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Why didn't I go there? Then I would have gone first.
I-
Yeah.
I don't mind.
No, that's
No,
fine.
no, but he's made his mistake.
3.
He's made his bed, he has to lie in it. Otherwise, he won't learn.
It'll be his nose, isn't it? Where-
4,
I think I
5,
will.
6, 7.
All the way
I'll-
back
I'll-
here. and
I'll be
back
there.
there.
You want to get slipstream next
I
time?
could get a slipstream next turn.
You're on the inside, you go before me.
Right, okay. So
9.
that's 9.
I can't beat him again. I'm going to crush his soul in real life. One of the two.
That'll do.
Right, yeah, I'm 9 next to you on the inside.
So we're just swapping places.
But that
Yeah.
doesn't mean you're not on the
I know.
Yeah.
It's-
Or you late break and end up there.
No, I'm fine. Wait, put forward 5, please.
Right, next round. You're in the same position. Got 3 wear left. Got loads of skill. My driver's just been listening to the Sunday radio.
Mine must have been using its mobile phone. Yeah.
Slowing down by 20.
Slowing down. He gets to correct.
Well, it doesn't help because the slipstream takes me into the corner, and then I'd be moving. I'd be on the same line as you, so I probably wouldn't use the slipstream. You're going down by 20. Yep. You're going down by 60.
Yep.
Right. Ian.
4 on the red line, please.
1, 2, 3, 4. So Rob.
6 to alter the racing line, please.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So I can have the slipstream. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7. Well, are you going to do the race line or?
No, I'll go here.
Oh, okay.
Which
It's
is
nice.
the outside line. Okay.
Green and red.
I'm first. I'll go.
No, red's
I'm
fine.
I'm first.
Oh,
I'm
sorry,
going
yeah.
160.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Assume we're at the same speed.
8.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3.
No, I-
Or test
Sorry.
first. Yeah.
Sorry, I thought I was green, but I'm not.
You know what? You're red.
Right. So,
Which way do you want to
I'm
go?
planning to pay somewhere.
You're currently
So I
on
might
the
as well
racing
stay on the racing
Yeah.
line.
Yeah.
I'm paying 2 wear,
That's fine. 2, 3.
and then I've got
5
5
more.
more. So let's.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or any. We might as well go there.
yeah, go
Yeah,
on.
That's on
Right,
the racing line
right.
already. Green.
Alright, 6 spaces. And just gonna.
So you can start on either of them.
Yeah, just gonna go on the inside and then
Okay.
stick straight
1,
forward.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's
So,
Paying
uh,
aware.
Yep. Okay, I accelerate up to 120. I'll follow the racing lane. Yeah, so I'm out of it next turn.
All good? Right. Start complaining to my engineers that the tyres are not holding on. So that's what drivers do.
Everyone's getting low on wear then.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And down to 100.
Down to 100.
80.
100.
You've got a 40 acceleration test.
Because you're going over the top speed.
Am I right?
And you're fine.
I need to test my deceleration.
Because you've exceeded it.
Is it
Spend
9
away.
or less?
This one you can't spend aware, or it's. I think it's.
You can spend a wear or do a check.
So if I do a check, it's
9
9
or
or
less is
less. So I will not use these. I just
Okay.
roll the dice. Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, what are you going?
Going up to 140. So 7 should put me just in front of the green spot.
We're both going 100. You've got the inside line, so
Yeah.
5.
5, please, and I'll have to spend away.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ditto. Red.
So I'm going 4. Let's take the racing line. Okay.
Mm.
And I'll also take the racing line, ending up behind red, and that'll cost me 1 wear.
There, yeah. 10.
Yep.
1 point for the fastest lot.
Yep.
Right, next round. Bob's got ahead of me again.
Yeah.
So he took the racing line through
Here's
here.
the
Yeah.
interesting bit. Well, yeah, this bit and this bit less so.
We've got Verstappen out front, Logan Sargent at the back.
Wheezy Jim. Pedal faster.
Sorry.
I'm blaming the stokers are not feeding the coal into the engine. Oh, you know.
Going up to
160.
160.
180.
Anybody needing to do any checks or anything?
Nope.
Okay, get rid of the old speed cards.
Lots of light hit with the corner. Oh, no.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
Can I go up to the green dot, please?
I'm slipstreaming you, Paul.
Yep,
Probably.
160,
You are.
Yeah, yep.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You tap the
Sorry.
brakes. Or the, don't be sorry, Rob. It's a competitive game.
But it wasn't through my strategy that.
See, if I was
caused-
going a
caused
bit
the-
extra, I could have gone past him.
But you will go first next round. But
So I can
Depending on speed.
slipstream if I want.
You've got +1
You've got
slipstream if you
7.
want it. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'll slipstream.
Yeah. Potentially slipstreaming again.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yes.
Stream City.
Right. Yep. So sticking with the racing line.
5, 6,
No,
7, 8.
put me back onto the first one because I'm hitting it at 160 and I've only got.
So you 2 over.
Yep.
So it's one wear and a.
All I've got left.
You're spending everything.
Yeah, it's tires are burning out.
Okay.
And
You
-3 to the
minus
roll.
3.
7, I'm fine.
Fine.
Didn't even. Yeah.
It's like a 1980s film with Mark Hamill.
Well, that's as far as I got.
Slipstream.
Where were you?
Worst film ever made.
I was there last time. So 1, 2, 3, 4,
I'll
5,
give you another one.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it was right.
That
Sorry,
was right.
yeah.
Okay. Right, next round. So
Ooh.
I'm not on the racing line here. Okay, I know what I need to do. Oh, but if I do that, that'll happen. That's fine. That's fine. It's all good.
I'll do that.
Speed you up, Paul.
160. Down to 120.
Risky dropping down to 1, so I have to take a test to decelerate because I've got nothing else left.
Deceleration.
Yep, fine.
Fine. Somebody else
100. I don't have to do
down
anything.
by 40.
Down by 40.
You're decelerating down to 100.
Yeah.
Okay. You get 6.
1, 2, 3, 6.
Okay, I'm going 120. You're going 100. So I go first. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Take a
6.
test first.
But I am 60 over.
Yep.
Which is 2 wear and a corner check. So I'll use a -3 skill.
That's not so bad. You've got the.
Yes, but I have that as well. So he's already, he's aware, of course, he passed.
But the tyres are shot, man.
And a sheet, please.
Can we have those?
What's right?
You were in front of me, weren't you, Paul?
Okay.
I was.
So I can slipstream
You
you
can
because you're going
slipstream.
120.
Yes, correct.
Even though I'm not.
I'm moving. I'm going.
I think it's the driver you're
100.
behind.
It
So I
is,
don't have
yeah.
to pay anything. Can someone please move along the red line 5?
So
You'd have to
20
pay
over.
1 where
20 to get through there.
Is it?
1, 2,
Yeah, because it's 60
3,
plus 20.
4, 5. So you'd have to pay 1 where because it's 80
Ah,
for that.
alright.
But you've got a where, so.
I do have.
So
to.
it's,
Yeah.
it's a chance, isn't it, for going around?
Thank you.
And then you're in the slipstream position.
If purple
Oh,
maintains
no.
the speed.
You're before me.
So I'm
You have a
going.
slipstream if you want it.
I'm going. Yeah, I'm going 5 spaces. I need to pay 1 wear, I think.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So I'm paying 1 wear for the corner, and I'll take the slipstream to. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I'm going 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I will pay 1 where.
Yep, following the route.
Okay, next round. So, a little bit of skill left, but no tyres. Rob's got no tyres, not much skill left.
I'm completely out of everything. Robert's not doing too badly. Stuart's got a little bit. Ian's doing alright, but Ian just a little white there. So but this is getting smaller and smaller.
He doesn't have to take any risks though, and he's
Yeah.
got plenty of resources. So.
Although, yeah, you are
Yeah.
gaining on him, but probably not by quite enough.
Unless someone takes a massive risk and somehow pulls it off, that's the only chance.
Take a risk.
Okay, I've chosen a card.
I mean, I haven't got any wear left, so I can't. Can I? I
You-
can't.
Well, you can. It's just it's a test for everything you do.
Right.
And you can exceed the
Corner by
corners
20.
by 20 taking
Yeah.
a test.
But if I do exceed it, then I'm going to go into here, and that'll be even worse
Yeah, then you'll
Yeah.
crash and explode.
because that'll be like 60 over with no
That,
wear.
yeah, you're out.
Yeah, you're dead.
That's guaranteed.
Mhm.
That's guaranteed into a wall.
Hold on. Nope.
No.
That's 3 corners there, and then the end of the race, and then
Mhm.
we're on the last. So get and go out. It'd be the time to do it.
Yeah, maybe it's just go out and play the glory. Just 'cause it's more, better than coming second or third
Right.
or fourth.
I'm going down to 80.
140.
120.
Maintain.
Stay on target.
Mhm.
Look, you turn off your targeting computer.
Okay. Get rid of old speed cards as long as all checks and tests are done. Right. That's the Sunday driving at the front.
1, 2, 3, 4. 2 where?
That's all you need.
And I, because I've paid the wear, I can now go up to 100 next time.
Correct. Yes. Me next. I'm going 4 spaces. I go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ah, well. So I'm going 6 spaces.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's him again.
You'd have paid some wear for that, wouldn't you?
No.
Oh, you're going under it.
Ooh,
Oh,
we finally see
So,
some,
yeah, my maths are caught on.
we finally see a jam.
5. So I might as well take the outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, you take the inside, you can try and force your way through and then get ahead of them.
but
Well, I'd land on top of them.
Yeah, which means you move. You.
No,
but
I
then
don't think so.
You've got to
you just stay behind
I thought that
it.
would
you
be-
can't land on top of them. So if you're moving through a car,
Okay, apologies.
that you have to try and pass it.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh.
No, 7 gets you through.
But then I'm hitting here on a 140.
Yeah, then you die.
Yeah. Yeah. Stuck. Spend my last word out of the corner.
So if you go through a corner too fast and you don't have where, you have to take a risk. If you're going,
take a chance. The chance.
so one chance is the alternative to a one where, is it?
The chance is only safe for 6.
6 or less.
6 or less.
Right.
That's where you need the driver skill from.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'll pay the way I'm putting it inside.
Cool. This is quite the last one, but very close.
Exciting.
Mm.
Yeah, if you do not have the where to pay and you need to pay where, you automatically spin in addition to any other results that the table stipulates. It says here, if you are testing both acceleration and top speed on the same turn, it's 2 separate tests. You test your acceleration first and then your top speed.
So if you don't have any where, you're guaranteed to spin out. Is that what you're saying? For
No, there's always a chance.
right.
Provided you're only going over by 20.
Right.
One step up.
20 above is either one where or a test.
Okay.
And you can't spend the where, so you do the test.
And the test is really bad if you happen to be.
Chance tests are bad.
Um,
Okay. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to go 220.
yeah. I'm just.
Oh, this is interesting. I guess that's if you're playing like a big tournament or something.
Well, the track value affects some of the historical drivers.
Oh, right, okay.
How they're
How good they are. Right.
they're yeah,
Right.
like
All done.
or which strategies they might prefer.
I'm maintaining 80.
80.
80.
80.
Top set, get the champagne out.
Almost.
Rob, we're both
Two.
going 80, but you're.
One across the line at the same time as one who went
Three,
further down the
four.
track.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but
I
that's
think
that's
it's
what most racing games should be. You have to make any checks for that?
No.
I'm going 4.
You're in this space at the end of the game,
Yeah.
then you've got your nose across the line.
Oh,
The
right.
game only ends when somebody has actually crossed the line.
Yeah, but if multiple
Okay.
will pass the line on the same turn, who wins?
The one that's gone.
It is the
Furthest.
furthest. Yeah.
I'm going to have to go there. So I'm 20 over, and I have no wear left.
Yeah.
So I'm going to spend 2 of those. You can't spend 3 of them.
All good?
Nice.
No problem.
It's getting a bit scrippy.
No problem.
I thought of doing a risk.
You're
but
going
I
80,
reckon I
right?
could
So
do it
you're on the
twice.
inside.
I've had to take 2 risks to do it, I think. Which is not good.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now, do I have to make another risk in the next? No.
You already passed. You've done it.
Yeah,
You've
no,
already
I can't change it.
done
I have to stay at 80.
20 over.
Yeah, but I didn't spend any wear.
Okay.
But it's fine. I can't change because I haven't spent anywhere, so therefore, yeah. So I'm going 80 next turn.
Hmm.
1, 2,
But I think Rob
3.
probably is as
4.
well.
I haven't got any choice, have I? Because
No, you haven't got any choice either.
That means you win.
1, 2, 3,
Well,
4,
I'm
5,
second,
6,
sorry.
7, 8.
Ian's won by
Right.
margin, but- So there's no choice, is there?
Neither of us have any choice.
Right. So I went.
I mean, you can go slower, but
Right, so I have nowhere. How much over the speed limit? Can I
20.
do? Just 20.
Yeah.
Nowhere.
I should have taken a risk, but it would have meant rolling 2 chances,
Mhm.
Yeah.
which is 1 in 4 chances.
Yeah, tricky, but
So it's like death or
more death.
coming third instead of second, which is better.
I'm maintaining 80.
Okay. I'm to slam the brakes on. Do I need to take a braking test?
And you know where?
Nowhere.
120.
Oh, am I dead?
No, I think braking on a 9 is fine. Yep, you're fine.
Hooray! On the edge. I'm having another test when I slam around this corner at high speed. So I suspect I'm grisly agonising remote domain.
Things on top. I'm going 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so I can't go into there, can I?
No.
1, 2, 3.
I mean, you could and do a test, but this
You
is not.
can't
it's
at
not
that
worth
point.
it.
They're not joined up. You can only do it on there.
No, you can go from there to there, can't you? Or is that
No,
counting
no,
sideways?
they have to have a
Join the
line
corner.
between them like that.
Join the corner.
So I can make a
So
difference.
I'm going 120,
Yeah,
so I
you
go
were faster than
first.
me.
I'm moving 6 spaces.
That's right.
Which way are you going?
So
You'll overtake us.
1, 2, 6.
If he survives.
Got loads of skills.
Yeah, so
So I'm thinking to go through that one there, then I would spend 1 wear and do 1 test.
I think that'd be
Do a
hard.
chance.
60
you
over,
can't go
so that'd
through
be
there.
I can't go through
You
there.
can't go through
You'd
there.
be 60 over, which is 2 wear and a test.
Ah, right.
You can only go this route.
I see. Okay, yeah.
So,
So
one is 6.
then that
Yeah,
one,
so you hit the,
two,
well, hit the first one and
three.
see what happens.
Okay.
Because there's your test.
So it's a wear and a test.
right.
This will be
This
So
is where you
paying
minus
the
3
3.
comes in. Yeah.
So
So
9
roll
or
and minus
less.
3.
10, 7.
Yep.
No, you
So
crashed. You
you've spun.
Oh dear.
Oh, bad luck.
Oh, it's only a spin.
It's a spin.
Yeah,
Okay.
But that stops you there.
It's
Yeah.
worth.
Speed goes to 0
It was worth doing that, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, it was worth the risk.
because you spent the skill.
Yeah, otherwise you'd be dead.
Alright, so I hit there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're
It's
You're not meant to say that
Big
with close
blocking.
to
oh, but we might have another one.
3, 4.
You could potentially go through him. It would be a forced pass. It would be an unblocked forced pass.
What's that one again? What
If you it's 8 or less to succeed, you can spend your skill. If you can roll 9 or more, then you can't move and you have to reduce your speed, which in your case would be to 0
Okay.
because
So
you're
that
not,
one
you're not moving.
is a 6.
That one is a chance check.
And that one's a 9.
That one's a 9.
So this one's a better one. But
It's much better.
I'll end up here.
Yeah, it's probably safe. So you're trying to do a forced pass, an unblocked forced pass.
Here's my 2
Use both
skills.
of those. It's actually an 8 or more, but yeah.
It's 10, yeah. 'cause
So this is now 10 or more instead of the 10. Just done it.
10 or less. 10 or less.
10 or less. Sorry, yeah, you've just done it. You got past him.
Okay.
There. I'll see that right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right. I hit this party
Thank you.
at 80 at 100, so it's a straight, no
Yeah.
modified
Chance test.
chance test.
There we go. It's
I
10.
think I'm actually off the track.
Car crashes and you're out.
Yeah, boom.
Boom.
Gone out of place above.
So what happens is, interestingly, that car is blocking the space, I think, for the rest of this
Oh, really?
turn or something like
Well, I
that.
think it
And
goes
then
at
the
the
train
side of
takes
the
it away.
track,
That's it.
and then anyone that goes through
Right.
that space or that space,
There's a chance
Just
that
to-
they might hit some debris.
Oh, wow.
Something
Okay.
like that.
Nasty.
And then it gets removed from the board.
You can have a proper pile up.
Yeah. It's all happening at the end.
So the question is, as my severed head bounces across this way and crosses the line here, does it mean I get second place?
Right.
My nose. Yeah.
What speed were you going up? 80.
100. Oh, that
You
one.
were going 80.
Oh, okay.
Your acceleration is 60.
Yes.
You now have to try and carry your car across the line.
Staggering along.
Okay.
Carry on in Ian's one.
I could overtake it. I could
That's
overtake
the
it
end of
if
yeah.
I
Oh, okay, play a second.
that's
To play your cards, right?
play my cards, right?
Get a Brucey bonus.
It's all exciting.
Oh, yes.
I'm doing tests.
Yes, raise it on fire.
I'm accelerating
So is one of the drivers.
by 80.
Ooh.
So you've got cards.
Spending me 2 skill. Yeah, fine.
Oh, yeah. I was flanking. I wasn't going to take the risk. I went up by 60. So
Yeah.
you've.
You're hoping he was going to spin it.
Yeah,
So yeah,
basically.
I'm going by 100.
You're going up by 100.
Sounds over.
20 more than normal. You're fine.
Cool.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I think you would have won even if I'd gone 20 faster.
Yeah, because I was 1 ahead.
Yeah.
Now you move 7.
Yeah.
But Stuart moves 9. Overtakes him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9.
Yeah.
So I should have.
Third.
I should have risked
Yeah.
it.
3 spaces.
Put.
1, 2,
3.
3.
Yeah.
And then next turn you cross the line. There you go. So I've advertised this video as a playthrough and review. Now most of you have only played one game. I've played it a few times over the last 4 or 5 years, but clearly didn't remember the rules of the game. My thoughts on the game are: it's a very good game. It needs a better rulebook.
Mm.
And I think, and I'm going to speak to them afterwards because I'm going to offer to help them try and make the rulebook clearer. I think once the slipstreaming rules are clarified, and once it's precisely written the exact turn order of revealing your cards, which apparently hasn't been asked before, and I'm like, that's like a fundamental rule of when you do these things. And they're saying normally it doesn't matter, but okay, I get that, but still it should be in there. I think once you've got past the rules, and it's not rules issues, it's rules unclarity just because the rulebook's not clear. I think there's a great game in there. Really good.
I think it's brilliant.
Right. Good.
Yeah, you've won with loads of skill points.
How
That's
many
brilliant.
times have you played in?
This only twice.
But you played the old
He's got a lot of experience with racing games.
I do like my racing games.
Yes.
I do have the original one. I seem to remember playing that maybe half a dozen times. Be interesting to go back and check the sheets, because rather than cards, you had a little sheets that you crossed these things off on. So the cards are a massive improvement on that. I think I said that to Paul when we played 3 or 4
These?
years.
Yeah.
3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Because you're not always referring back to your card. You've got it there in front of you. So I do like that. No, as a racing game, I really do like it. I like Formula D. It's probably still my favourite one, particularly for doing a series with. I like playing Heat. So yeah, if there was a game of this and a game of Heat, I would probably tend to this rather than Heat.
I think this was mentioned in the chat earlier on, and if we look at Heat has the randomness of the card draw, and then you've got to do the best with the cards that you've got in your hand, and you have some control over it because you don't play all of your cards, and you choose your gear, and the gear determines how many cards you play, but you don't have full control over your speed. But this, you have absolute full control over your speed, but the randomness in this comes from the tests that you try and make. So in terms of people who don't like randomness in games, they're going to prefer Heat, because Heat doesn't have the roll dice to see whether something works or not, and if you roll really badly, you've crashed and burned. It does have the card drawing. You might get bad cards.
But then the Heat game is more about controlling those hands.
It is, yeah.
And that's where the skill in that game comes.
It's the hand management and
And
keeping
again,
the low cards for the slow corners and
having played a lot of Heat at the conventions,
Mhm.
it's the same people who
Doing well.
are doing well
Yeah.
all the while. So Paul Mackey is very good at it.
Yeah.
Richard Watney is
Yeah.
very good at it.
yeah, he's very good at Flannery Ridge as well.
So if you're prepared to put the time and effort in learning how to play the game and learning the little nuances, part of it is looking at the state of your opponent's car and can I take a chance here or are they going to do something clever? Whereas with this is a lot more mathematical.
Yes.
And I think the difference was I got into that corner first on the first lap.
Yeah.
And that just put me that turn ahead because you're all then blocked into that corner.
Getting ahead of the pack seems quite important.
There are certain friends of mine who used to play Formula D who would not be surprised at all that I blocked a corner.
I mean, I love the fact that you can configure your car. Knowing the Silverstone racetrack now, what would I have done different? I mean, I wanted to be on pole and have a high start speed. That was my plan. And that bit worked. But then I didn't need that card ever again because I didn't spin. So I spent a point on that card, which I didn't need.
More
I think
where?
The same cars.
I think possibly more. Have we got exactly the same
I
cars?
think so.
Right, okay. I'd have possibly gone for a higher top speed because of this bit. Although, no, I think 160 was probably
I think
all
I only
right.
tested this once or twice.
So you had a top speed of 180. When did you ever go 180? Here, did
There.
you?
I actually went 200 down there
Right.
on the last lap.
Okay.
There were some good opportunities.
And this straight.
Right.
And
I think a little
no, I
bit.
think, mate, did I go
Okay.
that one? No, I don't think there's enough space in that one to go.
I think deceleration of 40 was fine. I don't think
But
I
I caught you on the first lap because of that.
Right.
So your fast speed got you away. I caught you around that corner. I think you made a mistake by not taking the curbside,
I did. Yeah.
which allowed me to squeeze in first. I then blocked the corner. You were all stuffed up then in that 80 corner, having to stay at 80
Yeah.
while I skipped down the straight.
Yeah.
And then I got the advantage. Had to do a bit of maths here to keep that advantage. But I'd got enough wear tokens to do that.
Yeah.
And I kept that one move ahead all the way through the second lap.
I think that's one of the other bits, comparing it again to heat, which a lot of people are going to do.
Somebody's mentioned that's got to catch up there at the bottom. Mr. Sucre.
He does have the catch-up mechanism, yeah, which is good. I do like the fact that you have your wear as a resource, and you can choose in which corners to push it to spend that wear. The driver skill is interesting, because thematically drivers don't spend skill points, but I like the fact that it's being used as a resource. It's like your driver's luck, maybe.
Yeah. A lot of people want energy, sort of
Yeah.
Mental focus.
focus. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does feel very like Formula One.
Mm.
I mean, I was feeling part of the time it's quite hard to pass people. That's what it's like in Formula One. It's quite hard to pass people.
Yeah.
Get ahead and block them. Yeah.
Yeah. Unlike, as you say, Heat, where somebody plays 3 cards and moves 9, and then somebody else plays 3 cards and moves 12. In this, because of the corner speeds, we were generally speaking plus or minus 20 going at the same speeds at the same points, which is like a racing game, but it still had the opportunity because there was quite a big gap between the first 2 or 3, and you caught up massively, didn't you, at one point, because you were right at the back with Rob.
We both had the slow start speed.
You go had the slow
We
start
slow
speed, but then you managed to
so-
catch up and end up in
Yeah.
third.
I mean, if I hadn't, dice hadn't gone against me.
It'd have been very different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's like a lower skill cap in this game. I mean, once you've optimised your strategy, that's it, isn't it? You can't do anything. There's not-
I think it's a different skill.
We didn't have a lot of force passing, which was interesting.
No, the only 2 times we had it is when you were getting around a spun car, I think.
But is that a function of you having to go through corners at the same speed?
Yeah, I think we were all playing caution. We're all stuck together, so no one want to take the risk of going too fast because you're unsure if you get pushed off the nice safe track.
I mean, the forced passing is going through a space occupied by another player, but you have to have the movement to go through them and out the other side. At which point, generally, you would just go round them.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, is it a function of the track? So this is got quite a lot.
Possibly.
Got a lot of three
So
spaces.
what's on the other side of this?
Do you usually play with this number of people?
I think 6 is a good number.
Again, I've not really played this one a lot recently. I played this version with Paul 3 or 4 years ago.
There's Nuremberg.
Oh, yeah, that would be horrific.
So just
Three
someone
is there, three is there.
Definitely, I think you can get really good speed around there when you're coming out of this.
And then we have the classic Monaco.
I like the colours they use in the maps. Dark green,
Very
red and white.
nice and simple. Yeah, there's all sorts of weird stuff going on here. Yeah, it's the hairpin. But there is nowhere where there is a single lane.
No, but I'm thinking
So-
the how much 2-lane track there is.
Mhm.
Yeah, compared to-
Bearing in mind, at this level, you're starting one space behind anyway.
Yeah.
So you've got that procession.
Yeah.
Obviously, the start speeds are going to make a change to that. But I don't feel, apart from that corner that we were talking about previously on Silverstone, where I caught up with you on the first lap. I think 3 of us were there, and then I think probably 3 of us for a couple of
Yeah, it's me, you, and Rob.
couple
Yeah.
of corners. But then once I'd broken away, I was never then in any traffic.
No.
That's, I guess, again,
That's,
the catch up.
that's always helps.
So without you guys pressing early to try and catch me,
Yeah.
I had no pressure. I used my wear to stay ahead.
That's what my plan was at the start. Go around that first corner at a higher speed, use the wear, but just stay ahead. But yeah, you caught me.
Yeah, but then I never used my skill
No.
because I wasn't under pressure around the second lap.
Yeah.
And, yeah, if we'd have taken risks to catch up, we might catch up if we were lucky. But
But then you might have blown up as well.
yeah, it's,
Yeah.
it's a luck thing then, isn't
Mm. Anybody got anything else they want to add to it?
No, even though it went bad for me, it's a nice little game. So.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know what the suggested number of laps is. 2's fine. You could play more?
I don't know.
I don't know whether there is a suggested number of laps.
Unless it's what's printed on the board.
Yeah. No, don't think it is.
Usually play with pitting.
Again, I've
Don't
not played enough of this. I've played deep with all the editions. And that makes it such a much better game.
Yeah.
When you've got different cars.
I mean, the pitting rules is that you need to enter the pits.
Only 3 is standard.
And it'd be interesting to look
3
at
is
see
the
if
standard,
a-
is it?
if-
Right,
see if
okay.
a
Can I borrow my
recommended,
driver,
um,
please?
Yep.
3, apparently 3 laps. I mean, yeah, once you know the game.
But it'd be interesting to see if it's a recommended build.
Oh, a recommended build.
And how close we were to a recommended build for Silverstone.
Yeah.
So is that how many spaces? Like
I'm not sure what that is.
You have to stay in there for a certain amount of time?
I'm not sure what that is. But
5
I
hours,
know
2 hours, 3 hours.
in the pit
4
stop
hours.
rules there are
Basically
hard
two-
tyres and soft tyres.
You're basically taking 2 turns out of the game when you go into the pit.
Oh, okay.
Effectively, it's not. There's a kind of
Because you enter
It's
the
not-
pits, you exit the pits, you take some extra counters.
Is that-
So
plus
2,
5,
3,
is that-
4, or 5. So each one, obviously, an extra hour.
Who knows? Who knows?
Is that plus 5 with hard tyres, perhaps?
It says hard tyres gain wear as the race progresses. Every time that a car on hard tyres crosses the start-finish line without pitting, they gain wear equal to their car's hard tyre bonus.
Okay,
must
so if
be
you don't pit,
right.
you get that.
No, the hard tyres do not grant bonus wear when cars cross the start line at the start of the race or when they cross the finish line at the end of the race.
Okay.
Soft tyres let drivers spend a wear instead of testing acceleration, deceleration, or start speed, or instead of rolling a chance. So cars on soft tyres can spend 3 wear in a single corner, but not 3 wear in a chance. Okay, so if you decide to go on soft tyres for the race, then you can spend wear in more cases than you would normal. If you decide to go on hard tyres, then effectively every time you go over the start finish line, you get more. So that's a choice you can make, and then you've got the pit stop rules in there as well. So anyway, we're all done. Thank you very much to everybody for watching. Just as a reminder, as what I said at the start, the theme of this week is I'm playing games that I've been wanting to play for a long time and never get round to doing it. The games that I'm covering are not immensely massively popular games. They are fairly niche games, which is why we don't have many people watching, but I'm glad that I'm covering them. That's ticked 3 off the list already this week, and I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is my actual birthday, and I am going to be live streaming Hopla Marcus Victorum all day. It's going to be about 8 to 10 hours of stream, and that's happening all day tomorrow. So if you're interested in watching that, it will be available afterwards for anybody who can't watch it live, which I doubt anybody will be able to watch the whole thing live because I'll be at it all day. But yeah, big thank you to all of my patron supporters for funding the channel. If you like the content that I create and you want to help support the channel, patreon.com/gaming rules. Thank you to everybody for joining me tonight. We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.